It's Tuesday.
Sure.
It's Tuesday. It's Thursday.
Thursday. It's Thursday.
The time has come for me to say it's 2022's first Tuesday.
And I fucking love it.
A Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. What's going on, everybody? We are live with the man, the myth, the legend, Jared Neeves, our brother in Chicago. And I'm here in Cincinnati.
Thank you for
How are we all doing? It's Tuesday. You know what I mean? I love I love that guy's videos because I always see them right before I go live, and I don't know why. Just it gives me a little. It's like a little talk. I need it. You know,
That's
it's Tuesday, baby.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
I mean, it's TikTok. You know, you could go 1,000 years without seeing. Right? Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
There's a lot of those guys.
Oh boy, K Mason's already dropping the custom emotes for my channel members. I love them, even though they're all of my pictures of my face.
Kara,
man, we got a lot of channel members.
Relaxing. She just recently got off work just a little bit ago. Last night we were actually we were playing a game together with Cue Ball. We were playing Call of Duty with Cue Ball. But no, she's relaxing right now. Ooh,
whoa! Right off the bat, Shane Gables.
Yeah.
Everybody go sub the Pocket Knife Review if you can find him.
Yeah, his new YouTube channel.
Go hunt him down.
Go follow it. Go follow
it. He says trying to figure out what he's going to do on the channel keeps him up at night, and I think that's a good sign. I think it's a good sign.
I appreciate the comment.
Whoa! What the hell's going on around here? Adon Miguel, you sweet, beautiful man. Thank you so much. Tinkle bells for you, my dude. Good Lord. Yeah, giveaway hype is right, Adon. No kidding, man. So let's start there, right? I think that's the obvious jumping off point for this conversation is first off, Mr. Amazing. If it's at all possible, I think he should legally change his name to Mr. Amazing. I think he should.
I 100% agree, and I think it would suit him well too. It'd suit him well. People probably wonder, like, why would your name be Mr. Amazing? And he'd probably just have to say, well, you just wait about 5 minutes and you might find out.
Right. Yeah, you'll find out. Yeah, I just imagine him. I have this image in my head. Hold on. Lord, I can't keep up. Javon with the $4.99, you sweet man, and a member as well, I believe. He's a member of the channel of the mustache. I don't know we don't have a name.
You got to come up with a crew name.
Yeah, so the levels have names. It's the pencil stash and the Fu Manchu and then the full handlebar. Those are the 3 tiers.
Mine's
so they're all based
like
on mustache.
gang.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking leather boys. But he seems like the kind of guy. This is the mental image I have of Mr. Amazing. Kind of visually like Santa Claus undercover. That's kind of the image I have, right? Just like I'm imagining just Santa Claus in like a homeless man's clothes, you know, like, and he's just like the kind of guy that would like go through the drive-through and be like, let me buy the person behind me. Let me buy their order. He's that guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
For all I know, he could have like 1 million followers on TikTok and none of us would know it. Something tells me he's one of those guys who just like, they don't need to know. They don't need to see my face.
Jumps on the airplane, slips the what's the guy, the pilot, a couple $100, says, let's just say we'll get there an hour early. Let's just
look.
Let's just say that.
Look, step on it. Okay. Step on it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Incredible. So were these knives like knives he had? And he was like, you know what? These can go to a good place. Or were they knives that he just bought special for this?
I mean, I know he's had them for a little bit, but not like a really long time. So
right, and even if he had them for a year, they're not the kind of knives you're gonna take out and abuse. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, everything he's ever given me has been brand spanking new. So like without a scratch on them, which I always thought was amazing because I wouldn't have cared if they came scraped off of a roof.
Right. Seriously. You know? Yeah. Give me a hinder with the tip missing and I'll be okay. Thank you so much.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right.
So I had no doubt, you know, and then when I seen these, you know, still factory edges perfectly. So it So it's kind of irrelevant, but I think he had them for like 2 months or something.
Right.
So
Right.
not too long. Maybe one of them he had for a little bit longer, possibly, but you know, it wouldn't have mattered.
Right, but I think about me and I'm like, I like struggle to sell a knife I've had for a year and have beat the shit out of, and he's just like, nah,
Yeah.
take them. I don't need
Take
them.
'em,
Like
yeah,
I just
yeah.
can't wrap my head around that. I
know.
can't do it. It blows my
No.
mind.
The
He's a
kindness,
sweet man.
the kindness is it's unmatchable. It's very
It's
it
crazy.
is
It's
unmatchable
crazy.
for sure. And
Good
you know,
on him.
I try to give as much as I possibly can, like with the Patreon and you know, just whatever I give a ton. And there's a lot of gives I don't never mention now one bit, not even a little bit. You know, like I have people just randomly message me on my YouTube channel. I'll tell them hit me up on the Instagram, you know, and I'll fucking send them shit, you know,
Right.
and it's never mentioned, but his type of kindness is like, you know, I could never match it even if I tried. And I'll tell you what, I try though, you know, I try to do my best, but
Right. It's there's a ceiling, you know what I mean? For us lowly YouTubers, there's a ceiling
for sure.
that is just
He's
impenetrable.
made it very possible though, because of the amazing things he's given me.
Right.
It's like you know,
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier to give away some things because you realize, you know, the difference. It's like something that meant a lot to you. It's like, well, this don't mean so much no more.
Right,
You
right,
know?
right.
Now that I
Yeah,
got this.
And I honestly, it just, hey, I don't know. I just can't. I could talk about it all day, but I just can't wrap my head around it. It just blows my mind.
I know.
It's, yeah, God. Even just
Can you
one of them.
imagine the first box I opened up that he sent
No,
me?
dude, I would have actually shit my pants. I would
Yeah.
have actually crapped myself.
Yeah, I had to
There's
pause
no
and
way.
go wipe, and I came back and finished the video on the second night because he sent me like 9 knives, and they were all
Donated?
grills. Yeah, and then altogether right now, I think I'm at 18 knives he's given me,
Wow.
not including these giveaway ones.
Lord Almighty. Hey, what'd you think of that? Sorry to go off topic. What'd you think of
And
that?
that's not whole thing. That's not including the blade grinder he's given me. It's brand new, USA made. It's a couple.
Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to have a support system like that? It's kind of crazy.
It is great. It is great, and that doesn't take away from everybody else that supports him.
Right? Yeah, I was getting ready to
I
say.
think about it just the same. Every little bit fucking helps so much. People don't even realize, like, even the little things. Like, I've had people give me knives that I don't like, and that's a massive help to me because one, I can get little content out of it, and two, I can give it away. I can use it for a mod video. I can do that. You know, there's so many things. People think sometimes like that, oh, maybe, you know, like you wouldn't like this, so, you know, they wouldn't send it. It's like, no, I don't care if it's a piece of shit because that would be
Right.
a full video of me ragging on the knife. Not saying I want to rag on a knife, but still, though, it's content. But two, I can try to fix it. You know, that's content.
Right?
You know, if
Yeah.
I do
Yep.
fix it, I can get
Reprofile the edge. Yep.
so many different things, and people help so much, and I can't thank everybody enough. So
Yeah. I mean, Cue Ball donated the two knives that I gave away for the 24-hour knife rights thing.
Yeah.
And just like that was a huge help. I just mentioned on it was either Mike's.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
Cue Ball.
Great
Cue Ball's an awesome dude. He's a really funny dude too.
Yeah.
I just mentioned it on a live stream just in passing, and he sent me a message on Instagram. He's like, "Dude, let me know when you're free. We'll hop on a call and we'll find some knives for you to give away." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
it's amazing! It's amazing! Like little stuff like that, and the donations, like the cost of shipping all these knives all over the place.
Yeah.
Every penny, every little tiny."
It all
everything
adds up. Like
adds
Lefty
up.
was talking about it today, and you know what? Let me just say this:
$1,000 shipping bill,
$4,000 shipping bill. Yeah, and it's like that. I won't even look at. I mean, I'll look at it when I do my taxes, but I know I'm over that. Like I know what I send, and it's a crazy amount. And a lot of times people pay for the shipping sometimes, to help out, which does help out a lot.
Yes, yeah.
But man, you're shipping so much. And Cue Ball, he's sent me I got a big ass package right now that I got to send back to him. But he gave Kara an Olight pen the other day, so that was awesome, and she loves it. Class act. She tried to steal the one he sent me, so fucking had to hide
women,
it. I had to hide it.
Women. So I was watching some of your videos today,
Mhm.
and I saw your Your little
Oh, that little guy.
oh, that little guy.
That little guy.
That little guy.
Yeah.
And mine's in Magna Cut too, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah. I have no idea about Magna Cut, and I don't want to say I love it yet because
Same. I know nothing about it. Right.
I'm gonna find out because I'm testing this. Well, first I'm actually testing this, the mule.
I did. I saw that in your video. Yeah.
I'm gonna test this guy, and we're gonna see what it's like. Because this is different than, obviously I'm gonna be testing it for like a folding knife, you know. So like the difference between it being in a fixed blade versus a folding knife, and then the type of edges it takes, you know, whether or not I like it. And I'm completely open. Like, I'm not letting anything kind of justify my opinion. I'm just going to roll with it. I did that before a long time ago. This was just a long time ago. And I actually said that I loved a steel. Then I wound up disliking.
You fell out of love with it. Yeah.
I don't hate any steel. But now it's a steel I definitely don't say I like, especially when there's so many amazing steels. It's like the last steel I'd want. But at the time, I said I loved it because I heard everybody else saying they loved it. And I just kind of fell into that group. So
what steel was it?
AEBL and CPM 154.
Yeah.
And I've just found out, like, after sharpening a ton of it and just dealing with a ton of it, I found out, like, man, I don't like this stuff. Like, compared to everything else, it's like, I'll put anything else over this stuff. And it's not saying I hate it. I still like the steels, but just not as much as anything else. Kitchen knives for AEBL, awesome. Fixed blades, awesome. Pocket knives, no good.
Yeah.
Right. Folders, no good. Not for me. And then, like, CPM 154, kind of the same thing for me. It's so glassy. It's not.
Do you like the ingot, right? You like the 154?
Yeah, the regular stuff's good. Yeah, right. The 154 CM is great, but CPM 154, for whatever reason, it does. It's a powdered version of it. So what it does is it brings up toughness, so it's a lot tougher. But with folders, you don't really need that level of toughness unless if it's that type of knife and that's the kind of knife you're using it for. But then also the edge retention might go up a little bit, not a lot. But the result is when you're sharpening, you could be at like 300-400 grit and it starts getting slick, like glass. And you don't have the bite. So then, even though it's sharp, you can peel through paper and everything, but when you touch it, you don't feel any bite. Like, you can just like run your fingers back and forth.
It almost feels like a butter knife. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yep.
If it was just regular 154 CM, it'd be like dangerously sharp.
Right. Yeah, you're peeling your fingertips off. Right. And even 154 CM, that has the tendency over like 1200 grit to start, going down. But up to 1200 grit, it just, gets keener and keener and more bite. But CPM 154, it's the exact opposite. Like, it's like it goes up to like 300 and then falls down. Go ahead. Sorry. Right. No, you're good. So I have, you said this was the first time you've handled one of their knives, right?
Yep.
So I have the first run of the flippers, and these were done in XHP. And I got to tell you right off the bat, I'm not trying to put anything in your head.
I know you are, though.
The factory edge on the XHP was a lot nicer than the factory edge on the Magna Cut.
Dude, I fucking love XHP.
I do too. It's when it's done right, dude. It's so good. Dude, Lefty.
I've talked.
I'm Scott Evil. I'm not even Dr. Evil, Lefty. I'm Scotty. Fucking who plays that? Who
Lefty? I got this knife. This the Slick Bowie, but the original one in XHP.
Oh yeah.
And it, for whatever reason, and I can't explain it. I don't. There's no way I can justify it. I have no idea. But this still has its factory edge. I've used the shit out of this thing, and I want to sharpen it. Like, I want to, but it's like, I want to sharpen it when it's ready.
But it's not ready. It's not ready.
It keeps kicking. I said it months ago. I said, yeah, this thing's gonna need a new edge soon. Right, because I thought it was going to be. There was no way it could keep going.
It won't give up. This one won't give up, dude. It will not give up.
And I can't believe how good this. Some edges, I think, it's just everything put together. The heat treat was really good.
It's the perfect storm, right? Everything falls into place. Yep.
And they did a quality edge on it. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes shit happens.
Oh, and it feels good. It feels good. But for people that are sharpening nerds like us, it kind of sucks because we want to sharpen.
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
sharpen
I
things
want,
as soon as
I
possible.
want to sharpen it, but I also don't want to remove steel that's not needed. You know,
Right. Exactly. So you're just like,
especially because it's so fucking sharp. You know, like if it was kind of just, you know, like, oh, it's a factory edge, it's good, but this factory edge was really good.
yeah.
Like really, really
Well, I mean,
sharp.
it's
I didn't even know, to be honest, until I edited the video about that they did CTSX HP. I thought they just did the 20 CV.
yeah,
And,
that first run, like the limited where they were all numbered and everything, which is I pre-ordered mine off the very first batch. So
Do
mine's
they-
number
do
13.
they allow you to switch? Because I seen when I looked at the thing how you can like.
They do now, but for that first batch, you only had one option, and it was
Okay.
XHP. Yeah,
So you can order one of these in XHP.
I believe so. I mean, we can pull it up. That
Well, because
be good to know.
like they sent this to me, so they chose what it was. But originally, when I first contacted them, I really wanted to try Magna Cut, right? So I'm happy I got this. Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy I got this. But I didn't know that they did like that, where you could like choose. If you could choose between, you know, 20 CV, CTSX HP, I would probably order a knife in CTSX HP if I was going to do it.
There you go. XHP, 20 CV and XHP.
Does the price change or no?
Nope, same price. But they're both sold out. Doesn't help.
That's what I'm wondering. So do they have to make them first and then you can order them? So there's really no way you can get them. You got to wait.
Yeah. I talked to them because they sent me, let me stop sharing this. I don't know how. Stop screen. The same thing. They asked me like 6 months ago if I wanted to check out the kitchen knife. And I did. I really did, because I was just getting married and I was getting all these really nice kitchen knives in off the wedding registry. So I was like really into kitchen knives, right? And I was like, send it, please. And then I forgot about it. And it just came like a few days ago. But they put this in there. I didn't even ask them for this.
No shit.
Yeah, I didn't even ask them.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, they're really nice. They're
They
so
are
nice.
really good.
The
Dude,
folks that
I
run
know.
their Instagram page anyway are
When
very,
they
very nice.
sent me this, I had talked to them a couple months ago, and they said, contact us when you see that we have some available or whatever. So, and I didn't even see that they had them available, to be honest. I just messaged them on Instagram and said, hey, you know, just letting you know, I don't know if you guys got them in or not yet, but if you guys were still wanting to do that, you know, just let me know. And they were just like, send us your address, and like no questions asked, no nothing.
Yeah.
So awesome. And
They're
I'm not
very
trying to encourage all you motherfuckers in the chat to try to pretending you guys have a YouTube channel. So you can get some knives. It's not how
It won't work.
It
They
won't
will
work.
look you up. It won't work.
Yes.
It won't work.
I've actually had channels, like literally like go through my shit, like just to make sure, like that, I don't know, maybe it's backfired on them sometimes where they've sent stuff out to somebody and then they shit all over it. So they want to make sure, like, is this the type of guy who tries to destroy our stuff and test locks and smashes them against?
Right. Yeah. That's not the customer we want.
Then complains about the edge because it doesn't cut through concrete.
Oh, we tried to chop down a tree with an OTF. Edge is crap. Edge is garbage. Yeah.
Garbage ass OTFs. But yeah,
Stern, that's not going to work, pal. I don't know if that'll fly, buddy.
that kitchen knife looks so badass. 14C.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Man, I know it is. I want to get one. I'm probably going to. I know I mentioned this in the video. I'm probably going to wind up getting one of their pens because I'm actually
their pens are amazing. And that's why I pre-ordered their knife, because I've had their fountain pens, their bolt action pens, because I was a big
size
pen
do you have? Do you have a full size? I'm thinking about getting one of the small ones. That's why I'm asking.
The small one, I always thought it was too small. I never got one of the small. Mine's just a regular size pen. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll get the medium then. I want.
When I was buying their pens, when I was buying their pens, they only had one size. Right. This is like 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I bought their fountain pens too, which are all full size, big pens.
Yeah.
But they were amazing, and when they do that same texturing on all their pens, and I love it. I love it.
I do too. Yeah. I love milling. Period.
Same. Oh, new knife. I don't know if you played with this one, because I watched your or your kind of overview of the tactile. The Kunwu.
I got
the Kunwu Cow, dude.
Yeah, I got lefties sitting right here.
They did such a nice job with that little subtle. Come on.
There it is.
Milling there.
Yeah.
They did a great job just
Dude,
around the bezels here.
Yeah, for sure. And then they like that. It's kind of an orange peel, but not really. I don't even know
Yeah,
what
I
to
know.
call
Yeah,
it. I don't know what to call it.
I don't know because it is. I mean, it is an orange peel on the sides of the scales,
On the flat parts.
the flats. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I think because the
elsewhere it's
sides are
normal.
like micro milling on the edges. And
Yeah.
then the flat part on the top of the scale, it's I guess you're right. It is an orange peel, but it's
Right
kind
on the
of like,
large flats, but it's not anywhere else. I
you know
don't know
what
how
it
they
kind of
did it.
reminds me of an orange peel that was flattened.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. Because it's not like when I look at like the orange peel on the Wii Esprit.
right.
I mean, you can from a mile away you can see it, right?
It's an orange peel, right?
But
And
here
can feel it.
you
It's so much
can't.
thicker. Right? No, you can't. You can't.
It's very mellowed out.
It's nice in the hand, though. This is a very comfortable knife.
It is very comfortable.
When I seen Lefty, among a few other people raving about it, it's not that I
Knife
didn't
Nerdery,
believe
what's
it.
up, man? You should everybody go sub to Knife Nerdery. He's a great dude.
Yeah, go sub to
He's
Knife Nerdery.
handsome and nerdy, just like me. Me and him are like cut from the same cloth. If you like my stuff, you'll love his.
I've been watching some of his stuff. I seen his video on the Roosevelt. He was nerding out real.
Oh yeah, dude, he gets.
I did
that's why I
too.
love his
I know
videos.
how he felt.
Yeah.
I felt it. I
He
felt
does
it
not hide it. He does not hide it at all. He's like, whoa, yeah. He goes full nerd out. I love it. Love it.
But
great channel.
This knife, though, I think I didn't believe it, when I seen like Lefty. Not that I didn't believe him or anything like that, but I didn't realize, I guess, how good it really was. Then when I got it in hand, I knew right away, like,
Yeah,
same. You guys aren't joking. Like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
you didn't. There really wasn't a lot of noise about this knife. It was kind of just like flew in under the radar. Do you know what I mean?
And the price,
What was like 185
right?
for titanium and M390. 185.
Yeah, something like that. And man, it's just they did an incredible job. I'm testing the M390 on this one for Lefty. We're gonna see how their M390 does. And to be honest, I don't have the highest expectations.
Right.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a negative.
Right. I mean, you get a great knife, even if the M390 is not perfect.
Right.
It's still going to be a great steal for your price, for your money spent. You know what I mean?
Well, like I say, about Tucson, right? Would I still buy this for that price if it was S30V? Yes.
Yep. So if it's M390 that's as good as S30V for that price, I'm happy with it. Right. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Right. I did have to do a hefty tip repair job. You would have been proud of me. You would have been proud of me, Neeves.
Lefty paid $135. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. You're good. The tip, I bought this off Grateful Panic, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he was cutting steel cable ties with it or what he was doing with it, but like the whole the whole quarter right here was a butter knife. Was nothing. There was nothing there. So I had to fix it day one. It turned out all right. It was a pretty easy fix, but I don't know. I asked him what he was doing, and he was like, well, I didn't do anything to it. And I was like, it looks like you tried to I threw a steel zip tie. I don't know what you tried to do, man.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like over the holiday, I handed the new chef knife I got from Q that works for Kaiser. He's doing it. It's like he's doing a Kickstarter. Beautiful knife, awesome knife. It's the core is 9CR, awesome kitchen knife, beautiful. And I seen her, and she's got a glass cutting board, and she's cutting. And I just watch it, and it's like I never want to hand somebody a knife and then give them rules and regulations. Like, listen, here, you can use my knife, but so I don't want to do this. So when I watched it, I could feel it, in my
nails on a chalkboard.
Like, just let it go. Just let it go.
Just let it go. Don't yell at the nice lady. She doesn't know.
An opportunity to sharpen. It's all right. I start looking at the bright sides of things.
Oh, dude! I caught my roommate not too long ago using one of my good knives, cutting something on a ceramic plate, and I was like, oh!
You want to hear a story? A messed up story? I probably shouldn't say who it is, but I will though. This is a Bama knife guy. Bama knife guy. I will. And he got loaned a custom. A very nice custom, like a couple $1,000 custom. And he has a knife box where he has the knives that his son can use anytime he wants. Any knife in that box you can use, right?
Wow.
Don't touch
Nice.
these knives though, right? Don't touch these
Right.
knives.
This is Daddy's box.
Right.
This is
Well,
Daddy's
he
box. Yeah,
happens
yeah,
to set that custom on the top of that box.
yeah.
Long box. Wakes up in the morning and his son is sitting there with wire, cutting wire, right? And it's the custom. And he's like, you know, like his heart drops. He's like, it's not his knife. He's like, no, you know, and then he knows it's his fault. He's the one sitting on top of the, even though it wasn't in that box, his son, you know, just thought it's on top of the box I can use.
Yeah, right.
And he's stripping wire with it. And you know, in his mind, he's thinking, can't you tell the difference? But you
Yeah,
know, it's like
right,
a 9-year-old,
right.
you know,
But all of a sudden, if you're like a 7, 8, 9, whatever, 11-year-old, whatever you are, and you
even
see
a
this
15-year-old
really
in some
crazy
cases-
knife,
Yeah.
free game, baby. That's free game.
Can you imagine though being the guy who just got loaned a $2,000 knife that you probably can't replace? You know,
Nope.
it's not even if you had the money. You
Yeah.
can't get it.
Yeah, right.
You
Got it.
can't get it. So yeah, oh man, my soul.
Did you
hurts.
have to fix it? Is my next question, I guess.
No, the guy who sent it to him is just that good of a dude. Said, hey man, don't even worry about it, man. It's just a knife. You know, was that cool guy?
What is it? What is it with this community?
I
Man?
know the dude
that-
very well. I'm very close to him. He is one of the best dudes. He's a good dude. Yeah.
Man.
He's just like, dude, it's a knife, dude. Well, how could I be mad at, you know, your son making a mistake? It's just a knife, man. Don't worry about it. And Bama was like, no, it's not just a knife, you know, like
Right.
he understood the gravity of it. But dude is like, no worries, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress. And he swore like, you know, he would do whatever it took to pay him back. And dude is like, I don't even want it. So
Man,
I try to
crazy.
keep it like that too. I don't want anybody to ever think like when I send them a knife, I don't want anybody to ever have that type of feeling. Like Mike the other day in a video, he has my 2 son and he can't flick it, and I hear him. He flicks it, but he flicks it right to the concrete floor. But I started laughing, dude. It's a 2 son. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
I don't give a shit. I can replace it. Like, but I thought it was hilarious that
Just
you know,
launches it.
you launch it. But to me, it's like, man, they are tools and knives at the end of the day. There are some
Right.
there are some exceptions where it's like these fucking things are, you know, gems, right? Like let's not try to cut concrete with this one.
Yeah, let's not go out of our way. Let's not go out of our way.
Right. It's not attempt, right? But for the most part, most of them to me, it's like use it, man. Enjoy it. That's what I like seeing that. I like watching people use my knives. And I like seeing scratches and wear on my knives. So
Well, God knows, with as many as you have, it's not like many of them
That's
are getting that much use anyway, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm the
No,
same.
that's 100%. Like I can swap out anytime I want, and it does make it to where, you know, like if it was 1 or 2 knives, yeah, they'd be junk by now, right? But when you have 150
Yep.
knives, you know, and I have the choice to where if I'm gonna do something stupid with a knife, I can pick a knife to do stupid stuff with.
Right. Yeah, we have options. That's the
Right.
beauty of having a solid collection, right? Even if it's 10 or 15,
Right.
you got 10 or 15, you got the cheap ones, you got the really nice ones, your fancy going out knives, you know. You have a spread. You have a spread.
You can spread that love across the mall, you know.
Right. So here I kind of want to ask this to the chat. I want to know what, let's say you win one of the knives. Doesn't matter which one. You win one of the knives. What are you doing with it? I want to know. Because somebody's winning.
Three people are winning.
Somebody's are winning an absolutely insane knife. Like all 3 of them on a level that I am like years away from purchasing on my own. Years away.
This is a good question. 1, are you keeping it?
User.
2, are you trading it for your own grail, the grail you already know you want?
Right.
Or 3, are you paying rent? No, I'm just joking. No, or are you I guess what would be the third thing? The third thing would be putting it in a box and saving it.
Right. So Sinister says user. I'm assuming he's joking. Blaze says cutting drywall. Oh God, I can't keep up. Carrying it, yeah, for sure. Oh man, that Rockstead though. Oh God,
that says Grail.
One Rockstead gonna flay me up some carp, yo. Then you need the Rockstead, Mad Hatter. If you're flaying carp, That's the knife for you.
That is the knife.
Use it with pride. That's right.
Seems Logical said he would give it to somebody. Well, how do you say it? I just read it, man.
If I want anything, I'm going to give it to someone who really wants it.
That's awesome.
That's nice. You're a way nicer dude than I am.
I think he's lying, but
I think I think he's fucking. Oh God, hand over before. Yeah. You always got to have that. That's why I carry 2 knives at least. Is because somebody's eventually going to ask you to borrow one. Yep. Same. That's probably me if I was winning anyone. Like, that's the other thing about this whole giveaway is like, I've never been more pissed off to have a semi-successful YouTube channel because I can't win. It's like,
right.
Cancel. I don't have a channel. Cancel it. Delete it. Let me in on this.
Yeah. I wasn't sure who would be pissed off more, the people who got picked or the people who didn't. Yeah.
Right. It's awesome. And I mean, so far, 100 subs have stuck, but usually I average like 100 new subs a month.
Yeah.
So I'm at like 100 in a couple of days. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I guarantee after this weekend, because I originally said about a week and a half. Well, then I restarted it when I seen what happened, which was like 2-3 days later. So we're saying about a week from now. Well, in a couple days, I'm dropping another video that might possibly look like the giveaway video, right? Might possibly.
Good.
But it's not going to be the giveaway video, but it's going to be explaining what happened because I don't know how many views that thing's up to, but I got a lot of followers.
3,000, something like that. I was just looking.
No, it's like 12,000 or 18,000 or something. Yeah, it's got a lot of views. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. So,
dude, I broke 2,000 subs like the next day. I went from 1,500 to 2,000 in a day.
Yeah.
That's the kind of power behind this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, my guess is we'll all get a hefty bump out of it.
I'm hoping everybody. I'm hoping for. I'm hoping everybody gets at least 1,000 sub bump, which is a massive bump.
It's huge. I mean, you told me it took you, 6 months to get like your first 500 subs or something like that.
300. Yeah. My first 300. It took me about 6 months. Yeah. It took me a while. It did take me a while. It took me and then after like the 1,000, because you go through, it goes in a wave, But the first wave when you're a small channel, that's the longest stretch.
It's 0 to 500. 0 to 500 is brutal. And then like when you hit 500, like more and more kind of starts to happen. Mm-hmm. But then you hit 1,000 and it's almost like you hit a brick wall because then it's just a trickle after that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it does depend because when you get monetized, YouTube kind of helps you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it helps you the subs to make that happen. And they don't realize that,
I did notice that. I noticed like when I was between 500 and 1,000 was kind of slow until I hit about 800. And then YouTube's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then you get this nice little rise out of it. Keep it. Most of these people are keeping them, man. Carrying the hell out of it. I would too.
Good. That's awesome. Trading it for a Boker. Boker
Mermaid. Trade it in, baby. You're swapping up. You're trading up.
Addicted to Knives. It was a pain 0 to 100. So what I did, because I feel like it took me a long. When I see some of the channels now like that. And I love this, by the way. I love this, that we all support and help. They'll start a channel and they'll get 100 subs in like 2 weeks, right? Then there'll be 500 subs in a month. And I'm thinking, it took me fucking 6 months to get 300 subs, But what I did was that, which might have been negative on me, right?
It was also a long time ago. You can't forget about that.
Yeah, it was. There wasn't as many people, right? But what I did was, I didn't look at it. I didn't care. Didn't care one bit. What I was focusing on was building. I almost didn't want no subs. And I say that because I planned on building like a catalog of videos. And I knew my first ones were going to be shitty. And I didn't want it to reflect on me because of how poor I was at filming, lighting, sound quality, this, that. And I knew I could do better. But I didn't want those subs to come in and see me at my beginning and say, fuck this guy.
Right. And then
You know?
leave. Right.
So it's like,
Yep.
come back in like a year and come check me out.
Yep.
I'm going to work until then. So that whole year, I just busted my ass, tried to pour. Actually, technically, the first like 3 months, we dropped a video like once a month. We weren't working on it at all. Like we just did it for fun. But then after like 3 months, that's 3 to 6 months, whatever it was, I decided like, I'm actually going to work on this. And when I started working on it and started doing it, that's when I really started putting my heart into it and just trying to grow basically a catalog of videos and then getting better and better and better.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Oh no, I did the same thing. So one of my earliest reviews was the ProTech Malibu, but only because when I started my channel, that knife was like peak hype, right? That was like the peak hype level when I started my channel. Z-Man, thank you for the $5, my dude.
Yeah, I didn't have none of those knives when I first started.
Right. Yeah, like the internet hype train was, and I was like, I got to get a review out ASAP, and it sucked. So then when I kind of dialed in my process and my reviews, and everything was clean, and I got the pan right, and the voiceover was just right, I re-reviewed it. And that's like one of my top. The re-review is like one of my top 5 most viewed videos. But it just goes to show like the early parts. I feel like people put too much weight on the beginning.
Yes.
When it doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna remember you for the first 10 videos you do. Because when you have 1,000, no one's ever going to make it to the first video. They're never going to make it that far back. So don't.
Your crappiest videos will be your first ones, always.
Yep,
on your
it's
channel.
guaranteed. And even me, who like coming from the background of film production and film and editing and light design and audio design, like that's what I've done my whole life. The first 30 videos sucked.
Right,
you know what I mean? You just can't avoid it.
Yeah.
You just can't avoid it.
I mean, you did have, coming out of porn and everything, you definitely do have majority. But no, I do think for anybody who is starting a channel or growing a channel, the best thing to do is to grow your skills, grow your sound quality, your lighting and editing, and just
learn
and don't give a shit about the subs, because I'll tell you what, none of the channels give a fuck about you. That's a cold, hard truth, right? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that. I'm just saying, the reason why I'm saying this is because you know how many channels I've seen start and stop? I couldn't tell you how many, probably 100.
Yeah, and our little corner is this big too. Our little corner of YouTube is this big.
Right. Well, nobody knows if somebody's going to take it seriously until they do. So you can see somebody start a channel and they might make videos for a year, but put no effort into it. So I already know, and I'm not trying to be a dick, right? But I already know, like, you're not going to put much effort into it to grow it, right? And if you do, people will see that and recognize that. But they also recognize if you don't. So it almost looks like a failure waiting to happen, right? And it's like, you don't have to do a channel, right? You don't have to do that, right? You can not make a channel, but a channel is very tough.
It is, and that is the thing I have preached, because I grew an Instagram from 0 to 4,000 in 12 months, right?
Damn.
My Instagram. And that's without having a channel. That was without, any of that, right? And then I was like, the Instagram was doing well. The videos on Instagram were doing well. I was like, okay, I can do a YouTube channel. Whole different ball game. Different ball game.
100%.
Even my best Instagram picture ever was like 30 minutes, right? Is how much I spent on it. But my worst YouTube video took me 6 hours. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing that people don't understand, like the amount of time, because me and you both work full time, right? Mm-hmm. And this is another 40-hour work week on top of that. 100%. If you're putting out content every day, every other day, even I put out 3 videos a week, and it's 30 hours a week worth of work at least.
And then the money, and then this is another thing that people don't recognize.
Wow, there you go. There's your answer, Neeves. 22,000 views on your video.
Bang.
Woo! I'll take 10%. If 10% of those people sub,
that's all.
I'll give you all kisses.
That'd be awesome. I'm hoping for that. But the one thing that people don't consider when they do a channel is the time and effort you're going to have to play in the community. And I think that's a good thing. I love doing that. But You might not, right? You might have kids, a wife, a this, a that, a dog, a cat, a fish, a turtle, and you got shit to do other than spending your time on other people.
I got to cook dinner. I got to do the dishes. I got to take the trash out. Right.
But you
It's
have
crazy.
to do that.
Yep.
To grow a channel, to get your name out there, and to let people recognize who you are, they have to see you always.
Yep.
So, and
that's the biggest thing too, is like, as the more different knives, the better. It seems, because I mean, there's so many knives that if you Google them, I'm one of the first 3 suggested videos on Google, which is really nice, right? Like that's when I was like, okay,
when that first happens, ain't it?
Oh, dude, and now it's like, you know, 30 of my videos like that. I'm like, yeah, dude, come on, yeah. Google, I am on Google.
You know who you're talking to, right?
Oh God, this kills me. He says, the whole breakdown from Knox Hustle here. If I win the Hinder, I'd trade it. Rock instead, put it in the case. Shiro carry every day with a second blade for the stuff I don't want to risk it on. Full breakdown, baby. You're ready. Knox is ready to win, dude.
Let's take a look at a couple of them. So
please, may we?
This
please.
is my Shiro. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Rub it in. Why don't you?
I'm just joking.
Come
They're
on,
basically the same knife. It is a little different. I got the F95. There's a little difference in the front tip here area, and then the carbon fiber head. I'll just show them really quick. They're really, really similar, but they do have little tiny differences. So you can see there's like jimping right here. If it'll focus.
God, I love the Shiros, man. They're just so clean and simple. They're just so well done. Like visually, there's not a lot special about them, but they're just so well done.
Well,
it's
also,
insane.
There's little details that you don't see, like say the clip, right? The clip, under the clip, there's a detent ball stopping it from. That's why they're super solid. That's why you don't get no rotation out of them, because there's a detent under there. Some of them are multi-row bearings. They have obviously titanium liners, and then the steel lock burns certain the way they lock up. If you see a close-up of it, it almost looks like it's gonna fail. It's so early, but when you really look at it, you see it actually has stronger lockup than it looks. The inside is milled to the gills. It's stupid smooth. I personally, for me, I think the larger ones like these are far better than the small ones. The small ones don't have anything on these big ones, and this is the most comfortable knife you'll ever feel in your hand, and I still stand to that.
I mean, the contouring on the scales is spot on.
Perfect clip. You'll never find a better clip. This clip works so good. It's so well thought out. You don't realize it until you actually have one and carry one. Like even the detent, look at how early that detent is when you unlock it. So you can be all the way up here when you unlock it.
Yeah.
Like that's a great thing for people who like to fish. And yeah, the hardware, just everything is done so well. The centering on this, you can't get any more perfect. It's a Shiro. But yeah. Let's get to the next one.
Please more. I just want to look at the knives all day, dude.
The Hinder is, for people who don't know, maybe they're just following along. It's the tri-way pivot, 3.5-inch blade, so it is the full-size one, not the XM24, which is a beast. It's just the regular full-size one, 8-inch knife, 3.5-inch blade. This one's a full titanium with a Hinder scale. So, and anybody who doesn't have a Hinder, just so you know, there are thousands of parts to get for these. You can make.
Oh yeah.
However,
you can spend more on parts than you do on the knife.
For sure. You can. There's so many parts now. You could go and get aftermarket parts, which will be a lot more affordable. But the actual Hinder parts, which this one's all 100% Hinder parts, is going to cost you. It's a lot of money. Like just this one scale right here, $250 for this.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's almost as much as my most expensive knife just for that scale.
And the tri-way pivot, for people that don't know, means it's on bearings right now, but you can change it to washers or Teflon if you want to do that. and you get a completely different action out of it. And you know, then you don't have to worry about dirt and grime. But the bearings are the smoothest way. Then we have old Rocky Rockstead, the shoe.
Ugh.
Button lock
Ugh.
Rockstead. Let me see if this
Ugh.
is so blurry. It is a mirror polished blade, as you can see. And there is a spot for the clip, but there's no clip with it. So you'd have to look into getting a clip for this. Now, it's not a drop shut button lock action like you would get from another knife. Like right now, I'm pushing the button. But what it is a consistent smoothness all the way down. And when you unlock it, it has a click. You can hear it click, and then from there to opening, it's the same consistent smoothness, kind of like a Sabenza, but a lot more solid of a feeling. Like there's no play any direction. When you unlock it and you close it, the tip of the apex lands perfect with the seam of the scales. And
I can't believe how tight the seam is. The tolerances
so
are.
tight. It's so tight in there.
It's insane.
You would hate for it to ever come off of centering.
Oh God, yeah.
Because it's gonna rub for sure. And the heat treat, these are heat treated. This is ZDP 189 heat treated to right around 70 HRC, 67, 68.
God.
Which you can start cutting glass. It's 66.7 HRC. Imagine that. So this is as hard as glass. That's crazy.
It's insane. I just
If you ever
I didn't know numbers went that high. What the hell?
Right. I can't count that high.
Right. What the?
Yeah, if you go on Shuro's website, you can actually watch. They have videos of them taking churros, and they have these big thick ropes, and they take a fresh edge and they cut it, until it'll stop cutting basically phone book paper. And you watch them sit there for I forget how long. It cuts right around 1,000 cuts of rope before.
Can you imagine that? That's your job. That's your job.
Well, you can
every day.
Yeah, right. Well, they're Japanese knife makers / swordsmiths or whatever. They're the real deal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's kind of like just like even check this out. If you were wanting and you lived in Japan or any other country, name that country besides the U.S., and you were thinking of buying an authentic hammer forged USA made blade, right? You would want it to come from somebody who's got a reputation of making hand forged knives. You wouldn't want to just find some guy off the internet.
Yeah, in his garage, right?
You're gonna want to find the best, right? Like that's basically what you're getting with Rockstead. You're getting the best Japan's got for knife makers.
It really is. It really is. And Japan takes manufacturing very seriously in general, right?
That's another thing. People don't realize what Japanese are not just workaholics, but they're fine details. Like you can, read stories about like just their work.
Oh, I mean, so fountain pens, right? Like some of the best fountain pens in the world come from Japan. It's because they're just so good at the little stuff. They're just insanely good at the little stuff. If you think knives get expensive, dude,
pens are on another level. I don't know.
Fountain pens are a whole different ballgame, dude. Right? And they have one purpose, right? It's to write. You know what I mean? And sometimes even the good ones don't even do that. But I mean, like a Namiki. Namiki's one of the big Japanese makers of fountain pens, and like they release this thing called the King of Pen every year, and it's about $7 or $8 grand for a fountain pen. Yeah, no but they go, obviously they go insane. I mean, 12, 30, 50, 100 grand for a pen.
What kind of materials are those made out
of? Either palladium, which is a fun one.
What's palladium?
It's kind of, there's a lot of platinum. So the nib material is where all the money goes, right? The body's usually made out of ebonite, which is kind of like it's just what they've always used.
Why don't we have knives made out of this?
Ebonite, it's very brittle.
Oh, okay, that's why then.
Yeah, so for a handle material, it wouldn't work too good. A lot of resin and acrylic too in the handles. But the nibs is where all the money in the engineering goes, because we're talking 24 karat gold for some of them, right? I mean, there's enough gold in my pen box to melt down and make a bracelet out of. It's kind of crazy.
Nice,
and it's all 18 to 24 karat, all of it.
Right. Wow.
But that's what the Japanese do. They do details.
Crazy.
They do details better than anybody.
I guess I was missing out on the pens when I used to jack people.
Yeah, dude, you should have been like, give me your pins, give me your pins, bro. That's like my worst nightmare. Is like somebody like robbing me at gunpoint, and then like seeing my pen or my knife and being like, give me that shit. I'd be like, no, you can't have it. I'd rather die.
I used to have these 2 pens back in the day, and they were handmade, and they were wood, but there was pictures in them cut out and made out of wood. So literally these little pieces were cut out and made and then inset into the pens, and they were little tools. So there was a saw, there was a hammer, there was a bunch of little tools, and it was all different types of exotic woods. It was so beautiful. Both of them were just the most gorgeous pens I'd ever seen in my life. I had to have them when I saw them.
Oh yeah. So we have 104 people watching. This is my most watched Tristate Tuesday. For the new ones among you, we have a great channel membership where you get delightful emojis of my cat and my face, as well as something else that I think Neeves, you'll appreciate this if I can find it. I don't know if you watched. Oh God, you all right?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I got a cough ever since New Year's. Well, since Christmas.
So we discovered this on a live stream not too long ago, and I bring it up now every time I have somebody new on. This is a real advertisement
you didn't
that Spyderco put out. No, I did not make this. This is real. This is a real advertisement that they released in 1997 for the Spyderco Kulsa, right? Jot Singh Kulsa is the actual designer of the knife, and he is riding his knife. And there's the Twin Towers in the background, and we have, Lady Liberty and all that good stuff.
Again? What year did you say?
97.
Wow.
So we stumbled upon this when we were late night drunken Google searching for ugly Spydercos. And
number.
Yeah, Shane called the number. It's still their Spyderco's number. But I just thought that was the greatest thing ever. But I cut him out and turned him into an emoji. So he's an emoji you can use in chat if you're a channel member.
That's hilarious.
This whole thing kills me. Exotic yet functional. It's just amazing. His little golden slippers he's got on.
And that's a folder, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You've never seen the Kulsa? Do I need to pull it up?
I don't know about it.
Oh, well, buddy, are you in for a treat?
I guess so. Blades and faces, that can't be real.
It's real. I read up on it, and I forget who, but one of the channel members is actually looking. They were posters. They printed out big giant posters of that for knife stores.
Wow.
So he's trying to he's trying to buy a poster and send it to me.
That would be hilarious. Nick says the Yojimbo 2 and the Yojumbo are the best Spydercos ever made.
I love them both. Double Edge, thank you so much. You have a Kulsa? You have you have one of these. You're shitting me. Get out of town.
Who does?
The Double Edge.
Oh wow. Wow.
It's a folder. $170. Here's my issue with it. VG10.
Are those still for sale today?
Yeah. Yeah, this is on knifeworks.com. $170.
Crazy. Wow, talk about a long-lasting knife. It must be pretty good.
I'm tempted. You know what I mean? Because if it's been around since 97, it's got something's happening here. Something's happening. And it is, I believe it's made in their Japanese factory.
What year did the PM2 come out? Does anybody know? What year the PM2? I know the paramilitary was first, and then the PM2. The paramilitary had to have been like 1990 or something.
The PM2 didn't release till 2010.
What?
Yeah.
What about the regular paramilitary?
The regular PM.
Man, I could have swore that thing was out way earlier than that. 2010, huh? I think the Microtech SOCOM has been out since like 97 or something. Maybe it was earlier than that, but since 97. That knife.
So the PM came out, I'm assuming a few years prior. 2004.
Oh, really? I thought
is when the OG paramilitary came out.
Okay. I thought it was from the 90s.
And this little beauty outdates it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tempted.
Yeah.
You know, I can sizzle it. I can sizzle it for $43.
Try from the first batch. Probably says first run on
Yeah,
the other side.
It's made to last a lifetime. It's VG10, so there won't be any rust on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
But so yeah, if you're new, join the channel. You'll get dynamite emojis. We get wild on Tuesdays, Tristate Tuesdays.
All right, look at the Griptilian now. Seems logical. Wants to know, is it older than the PM2? Because I'm going to say yes right now. I think it's older.
Your guess is yes? Are we taking guesses? Dwayne K. Sezzle. Yes, sir.
I'm guessing the PM2 is older, or sorry, the Griptilian's older than the PM2.
Ooh, how about this? It's older than all of it. It's older than everything. Hold on. Walt Gilbert. Hold on, let me cancel that. Walt, you sweet man. Thank you so much. You sweet, beautiful man. Older. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't. All right. All right, dial it back, please.
I love the PM, or I mean, I love the Griptilian, especially the fucking sheep's foot version. I got it sitting over here some. There she is. There's my
yes. Yeah, that's the only one I have. I got the mini grip, but 01 is when the Griptilian was released.
Oh, you got the sheep's foot one too. See,
yeah, boy, it's the only one I would ever own. Ken Harris, new member, dude. Everybody drop your crazy emojis. Drop some Colts emojis for Ken Harris, a new member.
I got some of his knives here right now.
Ken Harris, you sweet man. You have access to emojis of my cat. Congratulations. Yeah, Josh Worth dropping my stupid face emojis. They don't show up on here. It really bothers me, but I called that emoji hooting because it looks like I'm hooting. Colsa. An angel gets his wings. That's right, Dwayne K. But yeah, 01, man. So, and I just this is older. It's it all. Blows my mind.
Do you have a picture of it folded up?
I bet you I could get. Oh God, I bet you I could get one. Oh, I'm zoomed way in. Let's zoom it out. Yeah, but all I did was look up the Spider Colsa, and there it was. It cracked me up. There we go.
Hilarious. Wow. Tip down.
Is that not wild?
Look at where you disengage the lock bar.
Yeah, I know. Way back here. Way back here. So it's like 1, 2, and then the lock bar.
It's got to be
instead of
knife.
Oh, I mean 100%. It says this crazy like dagger tip to it.
Yeah.
But I've just been mesmerized by this.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
We spent a long time on one of my recent lives looking at old weird Spydercos like this. That's a folder.
Wow.
So it's a folder with the oh God help us, we're on Blade forums. It's all going to hell now.
Oh fuck.
It's all going to hell now. Like, what is this?
That is crazy. And it's a backlock.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the closing part. Like, what, man? That's crazy looking. It's like a
yeah. It's the most bizarre thing. And the blade, like all that knife, and the blade is like 1.5 inches.
You can't never say Spyderco, doesn't do unique shit.
That is all they've ever done, dude. I think that's why they're so successful, is because they were never afraid to just say, screw it. Why not?
We need one of those.
Yeah.
You gotta have one of those.
Like, what is this? What is this thing?
More cowbell, please.
Yeah. More explosions. Like, what is that?
And I bet you they were really good at capitalizing off of the tacticalness.
Self-defense, dude. 100%. I mean, even today, that's carried over.
Yeah, for sure. But they probably came out with all the tactical words or whatever you could come up with, and all the incredible words that just make like the boy out, come out of man.
Yeah. What do we think about that one? What do you think about that?
Fuck yeah, I like that one now.
Holy I forget what this one's called. Oh, that's the Captain. Somebody recommended this to me to say, take a look, because we were looking at ugly ones. Is that not bizarre?
I'm wondering how big it is, because it looks like it would chop good and pry good. Cutting, we'll see. But
Maybe. Well, it is a Spyderco. It'll probably cut.
it looks like it has a hollow grind too.
Yeah,
possibly.
on the tip too. It's nice.
There we
So
go.
the captain. Let's Google that real quick.
I'll bet you that one's going for a lot of money now on eBay or something.
Something tells me you can still get them. Something tells me.
That would be nuts.
So just over 3 inches on the blade length.
Oh, it's not that big.
Yes, 3 and 6. It's a chode, right? Discontinued.
Yeah.
Sad face. Sad face.
It does kind of look like a dire wear. You're right. It does.
What does it look like? The dire wear?
Yeah.
But it's something about old like this. This is, yeah. What is that? Have you reviewed that one?
No, but that's for a reverse grip. You can tell.
Oh yeah. I mean, look where the choil is.
That's for holding a knife like this.
Yeah. Look where the choil is.
Mm-hmm.
It's backwards. There's this little guy, which looks like a little.
It's not safe for me to have knives like that. I fucking randomly get into gas station fights just because if I carry.
Yeah, just because you have it, just because you're carrying it, right? Yeah. So I just saw this one, and this just looks like a little shrunk down smock.
It does.
It's like a frame lock smock. I've never even heard of this.
I bet you
the Storm.
I bet you that would do pretty good today if it came back out.
100%. That would do really well. A nice, easy to carry frame lock from Spyderco. Sign me up.
They really liked putting those the access to the lock bar way down there back then. Is that
Look at that. Look way back here.
Yeah, way back there. Chop your finger off. Is that a
It looks like a small
frame
knife.
lock? It's got to be a steel frame lock. Maybe it's titanium though. I don't know what they're
$260 was the MSRP.
The Leaf Storm.
The Leaf Storm. Technical specs. Yeah, very tiny. 2.5-inch blade.
They definitely
G10 titanium.
If those knives came out today, you know, they totally wouldn't be playing it safe. Like they'd be off the charts. Like they'd be known for like the wild knives. Back then, I feel like people were like wanting shit like that.
Yeah, because everything looked the same. Everything was your grandpa's knife, right?
Right. So these guys did it different. Nowadays, now they kind of play it a little safer.
Yeah, and and that was the discussion we had, I think it was last week, was like, why don't they just get weird again? Because my favorite Spydercos I forget who brought them up, the Yojimbo and the Yojumbo. Like some of my favorite Spydercos are the crazy ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The weird one.
Because it's not even like, as long as it works, because you can take some of those weird blades and you'd be surprised how good they work.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah. So, and that doesn't mean they can't still play it safe too. Do a little bit of both.
Right. Oh, now this is another one I wanted to run past you. Nope, not that one. I forget what it's called, but I think it's the Valoton. The subhilt, little subhilt. Have you seen this?
I've seen it. I've never tried it though.
Well, I got some
work though.
I kind of don't hate it, right? But I
kind of like it a lot.
E&G. Well, wait till I tell you this. Their most recent release of them were dual action out the side automatics.
Oh, it looks like a flipper.
Right. This one I think is one of the manual ones. So I got to find the auto.
I like that flipper version though.
Because I've been on the hunt for one of them for a while. This is the Hidden Scale Auto. It is. So this is an automatic knife, and it's in stock. Oh my God!
Damn.
Nobody buy this. I'm buying this.
$394. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a
what
lot.
materials is it? I can't.
I believe it's just G10, man.
S30V. I guess at least it's S30V.
G10 and probably stainless steel, but it's a dual action automatic side out the side. So it's
manual and auto, right?
Right. So you can use it like a manual, or you press the button and it flicks open like an automatic.
Yeah. When the law comes, you're suddenly using it like a manual.
Right. But why is that not a thing more? I get why that costs so much because the manufacturing alone.
Yeah.
Ken Harris, same dude. I'd be all over that. There's a small and large version. Well, if I'm gonna pay this much money, I'm getting the big one. You know what I mean?
What is the big one though? How big is that? Say I can't see.
3 almost 4-inch blade, 3 3/4 inch.
Ooh.
Big stabby boy.
I kind of like it.
I kind of dig it, especially I wasn't in love with it until I learned. Okay, they were the two different sizes. Until I learned it was a dual action auto, and I was like, okay.
Why does the one look like it has 2 ways to unlock it? The bottom.
Yeah. What's going on down here?
Yeah,
what's going on down
here? It's a 2
built flawlessly
like that.
Oh, is that the Beacon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice knife. I'm loving this thing. Absolutely. Great knife.
We is another one. They've been playing it safe lately, and I want them to.
I want them to that video.
I want them to get weird again.
You know what I am upset about? The discontinuing of this knife. I never got to get one till recently.
That's the Deacon, right?
Yeah, the Deacon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good knife, man. Such a good little knife.
Well, I mean, like stuff like this, like the Eterna, the Isham design. Like there was a period in 2020 and early 2021, mostly 2020, where they were just putting out wild stuff.
Yeah.
And this was look integral, man.
A lot of them were Isham designs.
Yeah. Wild stuff.
But
it's like they
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I'm just like, give me more crazy shit. That's where I'm at.
I do like it when they do like the happy medium, where it's like it's extremely useful, but it's edgy, right? But I also like the simple stuff like this, but where they do all the little extras really good. Like this thing's contoured. It's a bolster lock.
Yes.
It's just really well done. And now I see them playing it safe. Now there is that one knife that's supposed to be coming out, but I don't know when. I thought it was supposed to come out the end of 2021, but I'm guessing not. Obviously, it's going to be in 2022.
From Wii?
From Wii, and I really want it. And it is. There's two different versions. They have a drop point version and then a recurved Tonto that's really really nice. And it's called the. Somebody help me here. It's called. It's an Elishewitz design.
Ooh. I like Elishewitz.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. I want it.
I'm Googling. This is another one this year that kind of saved the Wii catalog for me was the Roxy 3. Because it's wild, you know what I mean? And then I learned that their partnership with the Todd brothers is coming to an end. So this might be the end of the Wii Todd Knife and Tool collaborations. There will be no more, unfortunately. Which is sad because I love Todd Knife and Tool. They do crazy stuff.
I wish somebody could help me with that name.
I'm Googling, but I'm not seeing.
I'll find out. You're not going to find it unless if you watch their 2021 Wii Knives video. But I think I can find it though, because I told Lefty that I always forget the name. Otherwise, I would just say it to you. But I did message it to Lefty a while back, so I'll
Nick
find
Martino.
Here it is. It's called the Press Check.
Ray Laconico and Wii right there. They hit a home run with that one. And Dirk Pinkerton as well has done a few Wiis. What's it called?
Wii Press Check. Now the thing is, I don't think you're gonna find too many pictures on the recurve Tonto one unless if you go to the video that they posted on Blade HQ, and it's the first knife they pull up at the beginning and they show it, but it's got a recurved Tonto that looks fucking badass. I really like this knife, and I've been waiting for it.
Recurve Tonto. All right, hold on. I'm looking. I'm scrubbing.
The drop point looks really good too. I like them both.
I'm on Knife Center.
You're not gonna find it. I'm telling you, you're not gonna find it.
Don't tell me that.
You can't,
because I'll spend. The exploit. Love it.
It was a prototype last year Blade show, so one person.
2021 Blade.
Yeah, 2021 Wii Knives, and watch the video. I'll just find it.
I'm scrubbing through
because we're gonna watch the beginning. Wii Knives 2021. It
Ooh,
was.
okay. I think it's literally like the first knife they show.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the thumbnail. Okay, it's New Knives Coming Soon is the name of it, the video, and I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
Knives 2021. It's like the 10th video down.
Yep. And it's middle of the year last year.
Yeah.
5 months. Ooh. Okay. All right. I found it.
And then the thing is, though, is that the recurved Tonto one you barely see in the video, but if you really watch, you'll see that's the drop point version right there.
Right.
I can't wait to get this son bitch.
I like the micarta.
I think it's G10, but they have a blue one. They have a blue one and a red one.
Yeah, he's got the blue one over here. I'm waiting for them to show it.
Yeah, so that's the drop point version, and it looks like it has a fuller you can flick and a flipper tab. But it looks pretty solid, though. I kind of like what they did with the G10 and the titanium.
Here we go.
This one right here, like I said, they barely show it. This is the badass one, the blue one. That's the one I want. Watch when
it looks cheesy. If I'm being honest, closed up, it looks really cheesy.
It looks like a fucking Power Ranger.
Go Power Ranger.
There it is.
Come on.
Show it, Seth. You son of a bitch, Seth.
Damn you, Seth. Damn you.
There it is. Oh, see, like I said, you barely get glimpses of it, but it's a recurved Tonto.
I'm waiting. I'm quick on the draw. I need a side profile here, Seth. Come on, help me out. You're not making this easy, man.
He's not going to make it easy either. Hey, Seth, if you're watching this, you fucking blew it.
You blew it. Oh, come on, open the damn knife.
He teases you with it. He aims it at you.
He's a dirty dog.
I'll bet you whoever threw that edit in threw it in right when they showed it too.
Yeah. Blade HQ, hire me. I'll edit your videos.
Right.
Blah blah blah. We don't care. Just show me the knife.
I'll be the camera or be on camera. You kind of got it.
Like, how are there no pictures of this?
That's the one too.
I mean, that's as good. I think that's as good as it's getting. Man.
There was a video of Blade Show, people showing it during Blade Show.
But this speaks to you, does it, Jared? I lost your audio, man. I can't hear you.
Shit, sorry.
You're good.
It does just because it's different. I'm not a massive Tonto fan, to be honest. I like Tontos, don't get me wrong, but it's like normally I'd pick the drop point every day of the week, right? But for some reason that recurved with the Tonto and then the handle put together.
Yeah, but it's not like a Tonto, you know what I mean? It's a nice, right. It's a gentle Tonto, right? It kind of has a little belly to it.
And that secondary tip looks like it'll work really good for opening things up.
Right. And we have this little area up here to lock in, which is nice.
Yeah. It looks comfortable in the hand.
It does, even though it has like 18 different things going on all over the fucking handle.
No, I'll bet you they fit together real nicely.
Yeah. I've never been that. I don't think I mean, with the Eterna, it's like the carbon fiber perfectly press fit into the integral frame, and you can't tell it's two different pieces. You just can't tell.
I like that when they can fit parts together really nicely and where it's almost seamless.
Ooh, there's a good question for you. If you like that, did you like the KNAF?
Yeah, I have one. I love it.
Yeah, that was one. There are a lot of Civivis I missed last year because I was too busy buying up expensive stuff.
And that's and listen, that's not like it's like my regular, right? Because, and I say this a lot, I like everything. Right?
Same.
There's some things I like a lot more. The only things I dislike, this is what I dislike. I dislike when it doesn't fucking make sense. And I don't mean that like in a blade shape. You can have a crazy ass blade shape. That doesn't bother me. But don't put like a stupid thick grind on a little tiny handle. Don't put like something stupid on the handle to where it stabs me in the hand when I'm holding it. Like, don't make there are no lock bar access. Don't make the detent stupid to where I can't deploy it. Like things like that, especially like with the grind. It's like kind of like a slip joint, right? You shouldn't put 40.
Take it easy, Knife Nerdery. Love you, man. Everybody sub to Knife Nerdery. He's going to film school. Follow him. He's going to be a big pimp like me someday. He might have more subs than me now. I don't know.
You tell the story back in the day when you were one of the first subs.
Yeah, back in the day.
You were one of the
Back in
first.
the day.
I've been following you since the beginning.
Your little thing about don't give me a little tiny knife with a thick blade, right?
Right, with a thick grind.
With a thick grind. So I love this knife.
Yeah.
Look, you can almost see yourself in it. Isn't that nice?
See it.
This is the prototype with the hand polished mirror finish on it of the Runt 5, Protect Runt 5.
Yeah.
But it's got chunky ass blade stock.
Yeah,
It's thick, man.
Right. At least it's almost a full flat, so it looks like it would still.
It needs a full flat or like a laser beam hollow grind. It needs.
Right.
And I get it.
Protect's known for doing that too.
I know. I don't. Do they make a single knife with a hollow grind? I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. They might not have the tooling for it, but at the very least, make it because there's ways to do very thin flat grinds. A lot of companies do them. I mean, shit, look at this thing. This thing's got a nice flat grind.
Oh, dude. And it's good and slicey, let me tell you.
Right. There's a lot of knives. Even this Wii knife. This thing has a fantastic flat grind. But there's no reason when you have like a little tiny knife to where you can.
This is like an inch. This is an inch and a half. It's so tiny.
Right. Don't put fixed blade geometry on
on
a little detailing knife. This is a detailing knife. It's literally for like pinch grips and detailing, not for fucking axing and chopping.
Yeah, I'm not batoning with my inch and a half runt. I'm not doing it.
It just doesn't make sense. And then, there's some people would argue like certain steels, like don't make sense on certain knives. And I can kind of get with that a little bit, but if the geometry's right, I'm okay with it still. Like you can put certain steels on. I understand some people just love certain steels and stuff. And I'm the same way sometimes. But with like the wicked stuff, like where it is kind of weird. I like getting into that stuff sometimes. Sometimes it's just fucking cool.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. I mean, half of my collection's weird shit.
Right.
That was the point of the whole spider coat nonsense. Because I'm like, they were like the kings of weird stuff, and kind of still are.
Yeah.
But they're just everything is leaf blades, or your options are a smock or a Yojimbo, right? That's what you get.
Ian wanted to know who wears the mirror better. The run.
Well, joke's on you. It's two-sided. So both of us. Your heathen mouth talking about the Lord's out the side auto. It's dude. Okay, look, I don't know where I put it. I love my runt. This was the first time ProTech reached out to me right before Blade Show, and we're like, dude, we have a few extras. Do you want one? And I was like, are you talking to me?
They reached out to you?
Yes, ProTech reached out to me.
I'm jealous.
I know, dude. I was like, oh yes, please, thank you.
Wow,
I've been meaning,
awesome, man.
I've been meaning to reach. That was a while ago. I mean, that was middle of the year, and I don't think I even had 1,000 subs yet.
Man, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
It's only because I have so many ProTechs. I had done these, over the top ridiculous reviews of so many ProTechs of just me jerking off ProTech for 12 videos in a row.
I don't have enough jerk off ProTech videos. That's the problem.
Yeah, you get on it, man. Here, I got a. You need a ProTech Magic? You want a Magic to check out?
Are you about to make it disappear?
No, it's the it's like the hidden right up my ass. Yeah. No, it's got like
you want to see some ProTech Magic? Oh,
yeah. Oh, there. Where is it? Where is it?
I did mail it to you. It's known for disappearing.
It's been known to, but the Magic's got like the hidden button and the hidden pivot.
Yeah. The bolster, you gotta.
You gotta do one of. I can't do it left-handed. It doesn't work.
Okay.
But
It's a
I love
radium.
this. I love this knife. You would love the blade geometry on that. Everything
You know
about this knife works.
I really liked the Mordax. That was a good one to me from
That's all.
Protech.
That's a keeper. That's a keeper for
Oh,
life for me, buddy.
Yeah, that's an awesome knife.
I
They did a
love it.
great job on it. Now, I do argue that they could have thinned out the grind on that one a little bit
Yep.
too.
A hollow grind would have just been chef's kiss on
Still
that.
a great, and but I can't argue about it too much because you do have leverage and good ergos on it, so it's okay. You know, but yeah, it just was screaming for a hollow grind.
It really was, man.
And all the people that did theirs with a regrind, holy shit, they got a bad.
I know. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so tempted to send mine to the knife modders and be like, "Hey, mom and dad,
Could you please?
mom, dad, please, won't you?" Whoa, NAF sergeant in the
Knife
house.
sergeant.
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, G-Ball agreed. It's a gem, dude. It's so good. And I would argue that I like playing with it more than the Malibu. The detent is better on the Malibu.
Yeah.
It's snappier, but it works. It works on here, and it makes all kinds of clicky clack sounds. It makes my little squirrel brain happy. So,
is it pretty solid? Yours? The one I tried was very solid.
Oh yeah, I mean, well,
when it opens.
When it opens,
like for blade,
I can't open it now.
Like for
I mean,
up and down.
Oh, dude, solid as a rock. Like you can force it up and down.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is
the button lock.
Yeah, I would baton with this, and I would feel fine about it.
Somebody asked, "What do you guys think about N695 fixed blades?" I don't
what
N695 or N690. I know about
Voids, my dude. Drop those goofy ass emojis. Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the mustache crew. Okay, we're a biker gang of scrawny white dudes that get together every Tuesday. Talk about knives.
Yeah, my Patreon is set up like a biker gang. Like you got like Sergeant at Arms and shit like that. Literally just like how biker gangs classes go. And 695 is a thing. I don't know about it.
So speaking of steels, because I was about to do N695 knife steel nerds. Have you read the write up on Magna Cut yet?
No. I'm refusing until I test it.
I didn't understand a word of it. That man is way too fucking smart for me. Dude, yeah. That man is an astronaut, and I am a guy with a wrench, like in the basement of NASA. That like it's
so I have his book, right? I have his book, and he did explain though that when he wrote that book, he wanted to write it in a way for people to understand because it's still difficult, right? Because you got to think it's kind of like talking I don't know, viruses with a virologist, right? Like the terms and terminologies that they know, you just go straight over your head.
It got to a point, I got halfway through the write-up, right? And this was the first time I've ever read, start to finish, one of his, because it's an article. Like, when I write a review, it takes me a good 2 hours. And it's only 6-7 paragraphs. This dude writes a novel about every single steel.
Right.
And it got to a point halfway through where I was like,
sorry, not to cut you off, but sometimes I wonder, like, if that whole entire page could have been summed up in a sentence.
Right, like one paragraph, pretty pictures and some charts.
Basically, I'm just trying to say the steel is harder.
Yeah, right? It's harder, but it's not, it won't rust, okay?
But instead, it's 2 pages long explaining how the steel is harder with all the scientific terms.
So my wife's in the other room, and I'm like, Kara, what does this word mean? And she's like, I don't know. I took notes for words to Google later, halfway through the article, because I didn't know what the fuck I was reading.
Right.
I read it, but the point is I didn't learn anything. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It's difficult when you're talking about words and terms that you can't comprehend. And that's why I do think it's good that he made that book, because in that book, he does break it down in a way, and he does try to use terms and phrases.
He waters it down. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. But if you just let him roll, like, it's tough to follow. It's tough to follow for sure. But, I think in that book, it's still, I'm not that good at, like, I guess I'm just not a reader, but it's difficult for me to even follow some things. Like,
I mean,
I'll start reading and I'll literally start dazing. I'll continue reading and then I'll think about what I already read, and it's like I can't remember anything I just read.
yeah. What happened?
Right.
Did I slip into a coma halfway through? What happened? Right.
Am I just now waking up? Did I imagine reading it?
This Voids this is very true. Knife nerdery. The name is very apt. If you guys like the really nitty gritty nerdy engineering aspect, dude, Knife nerdery dives deep. He dives deep.
Nice.
Also, again, Void vids. Thanks for joining. Welcome aboard, my dude.
Yeah,
Greatly appreciate it. Laren Thomas, God love him. I couldn't believe it because again, that was the first time I read it, and I read a full one, and I was like, I don't even know what has happened.
He's a genius. I was on the Knife Junkie podcast with him. We didn't get to talk too much because it was for
right
or whatever, but I was very honored to be a part of a podcast with him, and I was also on there with who else was I on there with? There was a few different people. Finch from Finch Knives.
Oh wow.
Oh man, why is his name like messing me up right now? The damn it, the guy who designed the Hogue Ritter.
Oh God! Don't do that to me. Are we both gonna forget live? Cotton Forte.
I literally talked to him the other day.
Doug Ritter.
Doug Ritter. Fucking idiot of me. Yeah,
you said the guy that you literally said his name.
I know. That's what happens when you get put on the spot and you're thinking about geniuses like Laren Thomas.
Right. And then you remember you're dumb like me. It's
right.
fine.
I'm lucky I can't even talk right now and even say anything out of the English, vocabulary.
Yeah.
I did talk to him the other day. He's talking about coming on one of my lives.
That would be awesome. Doug's a super nice dude. Such a good dude.
For sure.
Oh well, there you go, Ken Harris. Stainless steel mill for 7 years as a quality inspector, and I don't understand half of what he's talking about. Right. I've been around the engineering world my whole life since birth, right? I'm still around it all the time. No idea.
Right.
Because that level of intricacy that he goes into, I mean, he's like a biophysicist, a chemist, he's all this crazy shit all wrapped into one.
All wrapped into one. So, like, I think even on some levels, even people that are educated in one of those fields wouldn't understand either because he comes at it from so many different fields.
Yep.
It's like, holy shit.
So, apparently, it's taken a long time for me to find anything about N695 steel, but
seems logical.
Yeah. Ritter Hogue, the guy who made that. Yeah. It killed me. I guess it's just like N690, just with a 5 on it. That's going to be my definition of that blade steel.
Yes, K Mason, Big Brown Bear, he's awesome. Triple B, yeah, I love that guy. I follow his shit all the time. I always listen to him. I've learned a ton of stuff from Triple B. Triple B is amazing, and he is really good at breaking things down too. He can break things down in a way for you to understand because he knows a lot of people don't understand it. So he's really good. I've definitely learned a ton of stuff from him, and he makes knives. He also has stones being made, vitrified stones. It's vitrified diamond stones. It's kind of like a Neeves diamond stone, but even better. They're like 400.
Petrified diamond?
Vitrified, yeah. It's like
vitrified.
It's like resin bonded diamond stone, but they don't like with the Neeves stones. They tend to build up like the steel on top of them, and they can clog. His vitrified stones, like they prevent against that. I mean, they still can, but they're a lot better at not. And they stay very flat. They last a super long time. Like you could probably buy one and you'll probably pass it down to your grandchildren.
E&G gives you permission to do whatever you want to that Magna Cut mule.
Thanks, Ian. I'm definitely going to be. I already.
Is that a loaner? Is that a loaner from E&G?
Not this one. I got a mule.
No, the mule.
Yeah, the mule is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Bang. Yeah. No, he sent
Bang.
it, and we are.
Dude,
I
it
have
looks
been using it.
stupid slicey. It looks good and slicey.
These they come without scales, right? But you can buy the scales. And
Right. Yep.
But these are an incredible little fixed blade. It's super slim. That's one thing. It's very, very slim. Like you can look at it next to, you already know this knife, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at how much thicker this knife is then. Oh, sorry, you can't see.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. It's literally just.
Yeah, this thing is slim. So you do feel how slim it is in the hand, but it's still very comfortable, nice and slicey. And the blade shape is just great for like everything. This is going to be a great user. I've already started using it, and I can tell like this thing is going to be awesome. Now, sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I just wanted to respond to Hoven to your junk. I'm in a different tri-state altogether, pal. Hindsight's 2020. I didn't know there were like 50 different tri-states in the country, but there are. I am in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana. That's my tri-state. I'm right in between all three. Right in between all three, right there. I am nowhere near New York. But yeah. Cheers, brother. Glad to have you here. Welcome. I've always liked the look of their fixies. They look really good.
I used to know this girl who was from Newark,
Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, Newark.
She said I thought she was saying New York. So, I was like, so what's the city, up there? And she's like, the city? What are you talking about? It's like, well, you're from New York, right? And she's like, Newark.
Newark. I'm from fucking Newark. I get it right, huh? What are you fucking retarded?
Why do you keep telling people you're from New York?
Oh boy.
We were all dumb.
So we're all dumb. Yep, you got it. It's welcome to the club, brother man.
Yeah.
So
part of the dumb. Why do you think I say we're all dummies?
It's right. Did you get one of these?
Did you get one of them? I have one right now from I'm sure I got it in for sharpening.
Sharpening. This is another one that was made to slice, dude. The cutting geometry on this is just so good.
No, it's a good knife.
So good.
Really good knife.
So perfect. The grind is so perfect for this kind of knife. And it's so thin, dude. That blade stock is stupid thin.
Because of Todd, I got all the new Wii knives. I got the Seer. This one's mine. I bought this one. But I got the Smooth Sentinel, which is one of the smaller ones.
What's up, Stevie?
What else do I got? I got the Schnick. This is a pretty good one, though. The Schnick. This is it might not look like it, but it's actually really comfortable in the hand. And you got this forward finger choil. It's got this straight clip point blade. Really good knife. I
like the blade shape. I like the blade shape on that a lot.
Yeah.
Also, Blade Banner in the house. What is up, man?
Shout out to Blade Banter. What's up,
Blade Banner? Give that man some love.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. But I really like the Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle, right. It's got a hand satin finish, but these are numbered. They're limited, and they actually come in 420 pieces per color, and I think there's 3 different colors. But this is a solid knife, and they, at least on this one, super good detent. I mean, this thing, you couldn't fail this thing.
Yeah, okay. Now, I got to tell you, if there's one thing most improved of the year, I did my Knives of the Year video. I could have done like a 2-hour-long video with like 100 categories.
I know, me too.
That was like the hardest thing about it was like what categories, right? Let's whittle it down. Let's keep it under half an hour. Right. Even Lefty agrees this year was awesome, but Wee's detent from 2020 to 2021, night and day. Like they dialed it in this year. The Fornix was amazing.
Yep.
And it had the deployment slots too.
The Ferrum Forge. This thing killed it on. This thing has a really good detent. At least mine does.
The Esprit is stupid, snappy, clicky, clacky for all ways of actuation. The Roxy detent is amazing. Front flipper and they've really dialed it in.
I think they got the message saying, listen, man, start getting those detents more consistent.
The PP knife? Dean Jamali wants to know about the PP knife.
The PP knife? The what?
Yeah, the Minax. Everybody said it looked like a pecker.
The Wee Minax.
Hold on.
I don't got.
I gotta Google it.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, the
one.
PP knife. Come on, man. The PP knife.
This one's got a really nice detent, but you know they did have to make it a little. Oh yeah. Mike EMLER's got one of those. I never tried one, but they do look. It does look like a really.
It's suggestive. It's
Now,
suggestive.
That was on purpose, by the way.
I believe it. Knowing the Fair and Forge boys, I believe that.
I don't know who it was a slap in the face to, but somebody it was a slap in the face to. Like, oh, you say our handles look like dicks? Oh, dude.
Well then.
You think
well
so?
then.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I gotta tell you, if there's one thing, the worst part of 2021 was losing my malice, man. It was the worst.
Damn.
Yeah, I got stolen by a postal worker.
Well, I won't grab mine now and rub it in, but yeah, I love that.
I love that knife. I want a fresh run of it with Wee's detent as it is today.
Right.
And that would be
this. I wish this detent was on my, that one, because it is so well tuned. This is very good. And, for the reverse flick, it is a little bit stiffer of a reverse flick, but that's what
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
But yeah, for lefties, I felt 3 of these so far. There's one that I tried that was okay lefty, but for the most part, it's not going to work out because it is a stiff detent.
Yeah,
it's a stiffy, But but no, they definitely.
Whoa, double edged! What the hell, man? Thank you so much.
113 people in here. Shout out to all you guys, man.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is like double my highest ever. Usually, I got to bring my hot wife in to get these kind of numbers. You know what I mean?
I thought, what I almost thought about saying. I don't think I'll do it, but maybe I will. I don't know. But I thought about for the giveaway, doing this just because so that everybody got followed, saying, listen, it's going to be randomly on one of their channels and you don't know which one.
Yeah, no, you were talking about that last night and I commented immediately. I was like, do it. That would be hilarious. And it should be like a treasure hunt. It should be like they're like clues on each channel, so you have to watch those videos.
If you don't watch it, you won't get them.
But that'll whittle it down. I mean, as much money as is being given away, I think it's okay to ask people to do anything, honestly. Go stand in the street on your head for 10 minutes.
Right.
It's $1,000.
Send me a video of it. No,
yeah, you are getting $1,000, basically.
You can easily unfollow. And like I was saying before, they're knife channels. How bad is it? If you're a knife guy and you actually care about winning these knives, you're not killing yourself by watching some knife videos this week, right?
And those 10 channels, I promise you will not disappoint you.
And then you can unfollow if they do.
Yeah.
Later. After the giveaway, fucking unfollow them afterwards if you really don't like the channel. Because I don't want to force anybody to sub to a channel they don't want to. I may want them to for 10 minutes, but.
Right. And if I hate it, I know for a fact I'll hate it. But
it's kind of like it's on you to keep the people. Like I'm just trying to get them to see you. Get them to see the channels, and then it's on the channels to keep them. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing that kills me. Like my most viewed videos, like 6,000 views, maybe. Nice. But I'm only at 1,500 subs, and that video is so insanely well done. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top it. So it's like, how did I disappoint 3/4 of 6,000 people? Do you know what I mean? With like my best video ever.
It took me so long. I don't even know how long, but it took me so long to finally get a video that got more views than I had subs. I always, for probably, I don't even know, probably till I had like 5,000 followers, had less views than I had subs. Always. It took me a long time. It might not have been quite till 5,000 subs, but at least it felt like it. So when I finally got
really?
Yeah.
I've had a ton. I've had like 10.
I know. I look at you guys. I look at everybody's videos and I'm astounded. Like, man, these guys are killing it. Because like I'd have like 1,000 followers, but only get like 300 views on a video. And I just thought that was normal. And then I looked at, you know, your guys' channels now, and I'm like, man, these guys are killing it. They don't even, a lot of people don't even realize how lucky they are. Like, you know, getting as much as they are.
So I've had, I mean, this is my 5th attempt at a YouTube channel, right? I have crashed and burned, failed on YouTube 4 times, and not for lack of trying, right? And I put as much work in as I do to this one, right?
Next to the porn one, what were they?
So one was just like me.
I like how you rubbed
just
your mustache when I said porn. You always do that.
Whoa, hot wife and Daisy Duke emojis next. I gotta buy my wife some Daisy Dukes. Actually, she probably has some laying around. I'm sure she does. Hold on, let me answer this question real quick, and then I'll get to that. Where was it?
Take your time. Take your time.
Where was it? You can still bring out the hot wife, yeah.
Read Alice's.
Where's Alice at? Oh yeah, that's Alice right there. And then did she post again?
Right underneath Ian's donation. Yeah. My boyfriend watches probably 50 videos a day, if not more, which means that I listen to probably 50 videos a day.
Well, damn.
I started following the knife channels to help with the sub counts.
Well, good on you. Good on you, Alice.
Thank you, Alice. Shout out to Alice. Doing the Lord's work.
Doing the good Lord's work.
Yeah.
So I got sidetracked by Daisy Dukes. What was I talking about?
Well, Seems Logical made a comment to me. Let me just read it really quick. He says, Jared came into the knife channel game completely raw. Cole and others had previous experience.
Yeah.
That is so true. I literally came, you want to talk about inexperience? I came not knowing one thing about editing, not one thing about recording or lighting. The most I knew about recording was snapping a picture. Like, I didn't even, you know, like, seriously. And when people think, like, when they say, like, oh, I know nothing about it, trust me when I say I was like the worst. Like, I would get so mad, I'd probably start breaking stuff because I'd get so frustrated with things because I didn't know how to edit or nothing. Kara taught me how to edit, and it probably took 6 months. Like, I was devoted, though. I was devoted. So
that's crazy.
I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so
do all the editing.
I had one that so my first channel, I was 12 years old when I started my first channel. So yeah, that was just what it was, right? But then I started taking it seriously, and I was just uploading like video game stuff and like kind of vlog style stuff. And then I was like, okay, so I made like a real vlogging channel after that, and did that for 2 years. It didn't go anywhere. And then I did a car channel. I went to a lot of car meets. I bought a nice car, and I started doing a lot of car stuff.
What kind of car?
I drive an Infiniti Q50.
That's what the car was, though. You drove then? The Infiniti
when I started the channel. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the most recent one. And then I had a gaming channel as well. The gaming channel I still keep alive. I still upload to it, but it has like 15 subs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if anybody in here likes video games, Tristate_games.
You still upload to it? How often?
I still do. Most recent was like last week.
How what games you're playing? Like PlayStation?
Shooters. Almost exclusively shooters.
Okay.
First person shooters. So Battlefield, Halo.
Kara loves Call of Duty.
Yeah. I uploaded a lot. Actually, Kara would probably get a big kick out of my Call of Duty videos. I uploaded a lot when Modern Warfare first came out.
What's the name of your channel? I want to know.
Tristate_games. It should just come right up. But the goal is to get that to a point where I can do live streams on it, because I've been doing slipping games. Me playing. Yeah, me and Seems Logical played Halo on a live stream on this channel together.
Damn.
Yeah, and then me and Jock's Knife. Yeah, me and Jock's Knife played Battlefield 1 this past Sunday together. It was a lot of fun, dude.
Man.
So the gamers are here. I just figure, I'm trying to separate the knife stuff and the gaming stuff.
But you should. I tried to tell Ray that from Everyday City Carry. You want to separate some of the things. You don't want to do a channel where when people come to your channel, they don't know what to expect.
Yep.
Right? That sounds good on paper. It does sound good on paper. Like, oh man, I just don't want to be random, and I don't want people to know what to expect when they get to your channel. No, you want them to expect, because otherwise they won't come.
Yep. You have to have a brand, and if the brand isn't focused, then it's not going to work out.
That doesn't mean you can't throw something random in every once in a while.
Right, exactly.
Be completely random.
Right. So the gaming, I do like an hour and a half of knife talk, and then I'll be like, let's play some video games, and then I'll slip, I'll just kind of swap into it.
Slip it in there.
The real original Tristate. So actually, I changed the name. It used to be my Xbox name, my gaming channel, but I just changed it to Tristate_games.
I'm surprised your gaming channel didn't do better because, man, some of them gaming channels, man, they're fucking.
Oh, I mean, it's crazy.
Killing it. There's some gaming channels that, like, I look at and it's like, how the fuck do you have 140 million followers or whatever? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but the issue is it's oversaturated, right?
I know.
So it's easy to stand out in the knife world because there's not a lot of us.
It's like making a workout channel or something. There's just so fucking many of them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Apparently, so I'm tempted, right, to start a fifth or sixth channel or whatever. Apparently, like the easiest way to make a shitload of money on YouTube, all of you are free to take this from me, right? Is you take just like a 3-hour loop of a forest, right? And then
I know about this. Yeah.
You can download like sounds of rain falling, right? And you can literally go from 0 subs, 0 video views, and in a month have like over 1 million views on a video. Just from like sleep sounds, right? Just like the sounds of rain in the forest.
Right.
But you don't have to do anything. It takes 5 minutes to make those.
Like knife ASMR.
That's something.
Did you see my video?
No, wait, I watched a bunch of them today.
I did one yesterday.
Oh, dude. I'll have to outdo you because I love ASMR. I love it. I cannot fall asleep without it.
I'm going to do a knife use or EDC one where I'm actually sharpening, cutting, where I'm not talking at all, just all sharpening, cutting, stropping, things like that.
Yes.
And then right there at the end, I'm gonna turn a Dremel on and I'm gonna cut in a tree.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna wake everybody up.
I know.
I'll fall asleep to it. I'll be all cozy tucked in, and then I'll hear I'll have a stroke.
There was a part I had to cut out of the one ASMR because when I was doing it, I actually dropped the knife, right? And it went bang. But on the microphone, like it was so loud, and I couldn't help but think, like, man, should I leave it?
Yeah. So I have,
fuck with them.
I have a fart load of these really nice microphones, right? So I want to do like a left-right, like ear, kind of ASMR with knives. I just haven't figured out what I'm gonna do. But it's on the docket for 2022. We'll have a full-blown ASMR video out.
I didn't really think about doing this. I mean, but I watch it sometimes, and I know these type of channels get hella views. Like I'm talking about hella views, but it's difficult because you actually have to put in work. But the thing is the return on the work is insane. But some of those people like that, like there's so many different ways to do it, but like where they just like build a hut out in the woods, right? Like you just go out in the woods, you knock down some trees, and build like a little hut and sleep in it overnight, right? But just doing that or camping out in the woods, none of them talk. None of them talk. So it's not like they're talking.
Yeah, it's like time lapse.
Chopping down the tree, shaving it up, building a little fucking hut and sleeping overnight. And it shows them like boiling water, cooking some shit.
Yeah. That's all it is.
I watch them all the time, and I don't know why I click on them and watch them because like I'll just see like some snow.
It's just mindless. It's just mindless.
Yeah, and sometimes I watch them go to sleep too because there's no talking. Yeah. It's just all.
It's nice.
Yeah, and when I look at their views though, it's like 140 million views. On a video from last year or something, and like a new video will have like 30 million views in a month.
It's crazy.
Holy shit. But then they don't even like they have like 146,000 followers. So do you know what I mean? Like the ratio of
yes.
That's what you're looking for anytime you have a channel. You love to have your view ratio 10 times the amount of your followers, which is very difficult to do. But there are certain channels that can do stuff like that. Like anything with ass and tits is gonna have shit like that.
Oh like, try on videos, dude.
Right.
Me and the wife need to get busy. I need to start. We try on videos. We got to set up an OnlyFans.
I still can't believe YouTube took my thumbnail away with Kara. that one time.
What? Which one?
She was fully dressed, but everybody thought she was naked. And YouTube took the fucking thumbnail away from me. They literally took it down. They left me the video though. But the thing
That's
they don't
nice.
understand is that
Sorry, dude. They took away 600 of my subscribers, so don't feel too bad.
I know. I do feel bad about that. I do feel bad about
Don't. You should not feel bad. That is totally on Google and YouTube.
It's just so stupid. It's like, what the fuck? And I know why they do it. I get it. I get why they do it.
It makes perfect sense. Like it is at the end of the day, it is a robot. You know what I mean? It is a brain in a computer somewhere that is just looking for patterns. That's all it does all day. It looks for patterns, right?
Right.
And when it sees a pattern that is a red flag pattern, it has a
the
preset
reason why
thing to do.
It's because of the companies that sell subscribers. I've been offered them 1,000 times, and I always knew from the beginning before I ever even started my channel, because before I started my channel, I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to start a YouTube video or start a YouTube channel. So since I had watched like 2 months of YouTube videos on how to do a YouTube channel, I knew better. Do not buy subs, because what happens is the algorithm basically will flag you and
it'll punish you, and it will no longer show your videos on the discovery page and stuff like that.
Nothing. And it also sees that your ratio, like say if you bought 5,000 followers, right? But they're all bots, so they never watch one view, right? And let's say you start your channel, right? Now you have no real followers because all 5,000 are bots. And say you get 2 actual followers. That means you got 2 views this week with 5,000 followers. Now YouTube, that automatically deems your videos are horrendous to YouTube. So they're saying we got to bury this guy. This guy's channel is
bury him deep.
People do not like his stuff. He has 5,000 followers and nobody watched it. But so they put up basically a safety guard or a safety net showing that like if these channels get followers and the new follower never has even seen a video, get rid of them, because that's a bot. It's got to be a bot.
Yeah.
Think about it. Would you ever see a channel that you never even seen a video on? Of course not.
Nope.
So you must be a bot. So all you motherfuckers are bots right now on all these channels that I asked you guys to follow. So you guys got to refollow.
Yep. So if you have subscribed to this channel, check. Just double check. Just double check. Because chances are it's 600 subscribed and only 60 stayed, right? So that's a bad ratio.
I got a picture of everybody's channel right when we started, so I'll know how much.
1566 is where I started when you went live, something like that. And the next morning I was at 2100, and I was like, I was jerking off on my keyboard. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So if you're new, thank you, Mr. Kumar.
Because my channel's kind of exploding right now. I'm getting like a lot.
Right, but it's like, who better to spread the word,
The point was to get all my followers over your guys' channels. That was the point. It wasn't for me to gain a whole bunch more subs.
Right. No, God, no. We know. It's just funny how it's all turned out, because it was like
here I'm getting 5,000 followers a month.
Right. Yeah. And we're like, struggling to get 100 a month. Yeah.
And you guys are losing 100 by the day.
Yeah. We're losing 500 overnight, baby.
It works every time.
Winner. Oh, they'll never catch me.
Right.
God.
I seen Knife Modder said something in.
Yeah. See, look. We have one. Just realized it live in 4K. Just realized my sub was booted. Yeah. So double check. Down at the bottom, if you see a subscribe button in red, then you need to click it, because it didn't count.
and those other channels, make sure you watch some of their content. What's up, Bob?
And if you're watching this and commenting on this and you resubscribe, you will stick. You'll stick, right? Because you're.
But the other channels, you're not. The other channels you need to go and check out.
New sub, Gene and Kayla.
Do it. You have a whole week to do it.
Thank you, Patrick Valley, new sub. Holy crap. Brass Brigade, holy crap. I was reaching for my gripper, but then I realized I don't have it anymore.
Can you read Knife Modders and Blade Banter's, or wait.
Yes. Yeah. I woke up one night while I was detoxing from drugs and Blade HQ's wood whittling video was playing on my TV. Ended up watching it. It was kind of soothing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
for sure.
And now we got Big Daddy Ray in the house.
What's up, Ray?
Big Daddy Ray gets some tinkly bells. Everybody be sure to double check your subs to
Yes.
Big Daddy Ray.
Right there.
Double check the
So,
sub.
That's one of
And
the
then
guys
come
you
right
gotta
back.
follow. Go and double check and make sure you're
We'll-
following his channel.
We'll be here. What time do you usually go live till your time? 11?
Me?
Or 10? 10 o'clock your time, right?
Whatever, I go whatever you want to do, man.
Well, I was going to go till 11. I mean, we got
I go
people
till
here.
my shit dies usually.
Yeah. Oh, the phone's dying. Sorry, we gotta end this right now.
Well, sometimes I'll say that, and now but I think we got about 5 more minutes. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I watch them. It's okay. You're like, well, we got time for one more story.
Yeah. Ray Banter says watch time and view count are more important.
Yes.
It's so odd with high subscribers and not much views, right? And that's what winds up screwing you. Actually, I watched some other person go through a bunch of channels that clearly bought subscribers, and they were calling the channels out because these were channels that had massive amounts of followers. But then when you look at their views, it was like 10,000 views, 20,000 views. And it was like, oh, they clearly have like most of their viewers or most of their subs are bots, because you don't have, because I'm talking about a massive amount, like 50 million followers, like crazy amount.
Stupid
You don't
number.
have 50 million followers and only get 30,000 views. Like that
It
ratio.
doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't happen.
That's like me having 20,000 and getting 1 view.
Yeah. Yeah. So where is it? Where is it? My Mike EMLER link's not working. It's because I copy and pasted it and it was cut off. I just fixed it, so the Mike EMLER link will be working now. We're good. Hey, what do you think about this, by the way? I got a serious question for you. What do you think about this? What do you think about? I know you've seen it before, but
Yeah, I used to be there.
Hold on.
Scared into going until his phone would die. Now he goes well past my bedtime.
I had to do it. I had to throw in, because we were talking about Vitrified Diamond Stones on your channel one day, and I was like, diamonds are forever. I'm putting Neeves on the Diamonds Are Forever poster.
Yeah.
I have that saved. It'll never go anywhere.
Picture from my past life.
Yeah. That was a picture.
I told you those days are behind me.
Those days are long gone.
Yeah. Right. I'm a good guy now. I'm a good guy. Okay, I'm not murdering anymore. Greg Vanderlip, we're doing all right, bud. We're just having a grand old time, chit-chatting about knives and foolishness. Bang, Greg says. Luke Cole says he's not a bot, but I mean, isn't that what a bot would say?
Prove it.
Right.
Do one of those CAPTCHA challenges, like when you log in and you have to do like
I'm
the
not
image.
a bot.
Yeah. you gotta select all the traffic lights.
Where's the traffic light? Yeah. That's what we should have with all the followers.
Oh, our boy is sick, so kisses
Get better,
and hugs.
man. Get better.
Kisses and hugs to my boy.
Make you feel better, man. Get to bed. Get you some rest.
Get you a nice cup of tea. Get you some soup.
So let
Get
me ask
yourself a hot
you
toddy.
jumping back into some knife talk.
Yes.
What is something that that you're excited about? I kind of talked about that Wii knife. That's something I'm pretty interested in. What is something you're interested in that hasn't dropped yet? Can't name something yet.
I mean, if it's not obvious, where'd he go? Where'd my boy go? Because he came and he went. Where are you?
Spider Co again.
The Colsa, yeah. Yeah, baby. Where's my boy Brass Brigade, dude? I lost him in the crowd. The gripper, 100%. The production gripper.
Okay, the gripper. That's a good
100. Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Oh,
I literally lost.
You know what just dropped? Okay, I should say this now. Shit, 10 people just left. Fuck. The Concept Goblin, the XL, just dropped. There's only so many left. Go and get yours before they're all gone. I think there's like 13 left or something like that. So if you guys want one, get a hold.
Ooh. Where do they drop?
Noble Designs on Instagram. Go and check them out. I've already got mine. Well, I don't have it in hand, but I mean, I got mine ready. But I'm just saying, go and get them if you guys want them, because there's like 13 left or something like that. He's going to have another batch coming, but as of right now, the first batch has dropped. He's already got them. So he filled all his orders, so there's like 13 left if you guys want them. And you guys didn't pre-order, this is those times where like you didn't fucking pre-order and you have an opportunity to get one. So if you're going to
There he is.
there it is. And that's a big son bitch. A good one, though.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll give him a like.
It's sweet. You know, it's the action is so good on it because that fuller is so big, or the hole in is so big, it snaps out. But same thing with like the gripper, man. Awesome knife. That's definitely one I can't wait to get my hands on that production.
Where is he? Null Knives. This is another one I'm excited about for this year.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Raiden. It is a great looking knife. I'm really excited to get. I'm on the list.
I got one of those coming.
Yeah, I'm on the list to get one. He said it might be 6 weeks or so before I get one, but I was like, whatever. I just want to check one out. I don't care.
Right, for sure.
Because I just dig it. I dig it. Oh boy, howdy, do I dig it? It's just nice.
You want to check one out really quick? Go to damn it, it's
yes, the Atlas. Yes, is that the one with the thumb studs? I'm really looking forward to that too.
Which one? What is it?
The Civivi Atlas. It's thumb stud button lock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go to look it up on Instagram. The Bade Modern Designs. BADE Modern Designs. Bade Modern Designs.
Also, Roxy 3, excellent choice. I'm glad they're doing another run of them. I hope they don't kill it, because Todd Knife and Tool made it sound like there's the run we just did, and there probably will be another run, and then that'll be it. So I really, it's this one. Okay, I'm looking for a better picture of it. That's a good looking knife. And it was a Kickstarter project. Okay.
Yep. Hey, check this out.
Shiny. Oh, hold on. Pretty
Bang!
shiny. Bang!
I'm actually dropping my first impressions tomorrow on it, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but Kubi is the OEM.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that should be okay.
Yeah. No, you can check them out right now. There's a bunch of colors.
Wait a minute.
The one I don't know about, though, is there's another one he has in there, like a little Tonto. I don't know about that one. I need to talk to him about that one.
Wait a minute. This looks oddly familiar to something that I've been working on. Something else that maybe is exciting for the year.
Right.
I got bored over the holidays.
Oh, snap.
And I drew that up, right?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Okay. And then I dove back into my CAD cam days, because that's what I did growing up. And I have a 3D working model of it in CAD. And yeah, it's pretty much done. I just need to get it prototyped.
Good for you. You got the 3D print right now?
5 hours took me to kind of get everything dialed in CAD, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it 3D printed. I don't know what I'm going to do with prototyping yet, but I just want to get one
CAD
made.
work done. That's awesome.
CAD work's done.
Good for you.
The hard work's done. They just got to make it now. Somebody's got to make it.
Right.
Oh, yes. 100% the Nimble, the XL, which I will have one of those very soon.
That's another good one. Another one I'm really excited about, but it's going to be another 5 months, is the Liang Ma.
Is that the one that they just did a pre-order for?
Yeah. Like I said, like 5 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
these
Where's
are
the XL?
sweet.
Oh, dude, the XL with that sheep's foot.
Yeah.
And we all know how I feel about EMP EDC. I love my boy John. I love his stuff.
Yeah.
The number one knife of the year for me last year. Like, no question about it. But this is going to be.
I would have put him in the running for the best knives. I didn't have one though, so I literally did like a strict thing that my best ofs anything I had to own.
How have you lived without this in your life? Man?
I did have one, but I didn't own it.
Right, that's what I'm
I had to
saying.
send it back. Yeah.
I bet you he's got one laying around he'd sell to you.
Think so?
I bet you he does.
Well, I want the 3.5. That's what I'm kind of saving
Yeah.
up for because I got to be strategic about money, you know.
Right, I do too. And that is one of my 2022 things is like, unless you have to have it,
Right. Well, I look at
just borrow one. I'll just borrow one.
That's what I try to do. So what I try doing is I want the companies to send me as much as possible because it does benefit the channel and in multiple different ways. But I have to strategically plan how I do money. And just because I want something doesn't mean it's good for the channel. And I have to pick things that are good for the channel and that I like. And, you know, I have to be strategic. And so like say like a 3.5-inch version's coming. I know I want that one more than the 3-inch. So that's like that's an easy decision. I have to wait for the 3.5. You know what I mean? So I got the 3-inch.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so freaking good, dude. Because the improvement from the V1, which I pre-ordered mine on the first run. I knew as soon as I saw it that I was pre-ordering it, and I have number 3 of the very first run they did, and it's a lifer, dude. I'll never get rid of it.
I was so impressed. Like I would have loved. I totally would. Like I said, if I owned the knife, it would have 100% went into the best of 2021. 100%. But I did not. I wasn't willing to put knives that I didn't own. And another reason why I chose that is because I like to think that knives that I've used for a good period of time and really got a great feeling on, I can be more certain on what I think about those knives than knives I had for a week.
And you're right. And
you have a honeymoon phase. You have to get past your honeymoon phase and then decide of whether or not, because you can get a brand new knife tomorrow and that fucker will be your favorite knife all week. You know,
Luke, excellent. I have not owned one, but I've never heard a bad thing about it.
I want one bad, man. I got one coming from somebody that's going to loan me theirs, and I really want to try. Well, not necessarily the Warncliffe, but a Hogue Deca, the number 2.
That's a question for you, Jared. Why do designers manufacturers? Yeah,
go ahead, read it. Why did
still put the frame lock bar relief on the outside of the scale?
I think. Well, some of them don't. Some of them do put it on the inside, and I do appreciate it when they do that. I think it has something to do with just their tooling and how they have it set up and how they can hold down the scale when it's in the CNC machine. It's just easier because
a flip. Here's what so coming from the machining world.
Yep.
The less times you have to touch the part while it's on the machine, the better. The easier, the less time it's going to take. So, right when it's on the outside like that. They literally just have the scale in the machine like this, and they come and they mill it out, right? Mm-hmm. And then they move on to the next batch, put it in. But if you have it on the reverse, you have to pick the part up, flip it upside down, and you have to do that for every single one. Mm-hmm. So something as small as that can literally add months of production time. So that's the main reason.
And
the people that are doing it are higher end and smaller batch from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and it's it's got to line up and everything, like right when you flip it over, it's got to be in the perfect position.
And it's got a set. It's
not one or two. You're talking about hundreds
at a time. Yeah, so it's funny.
I do appreciate it when they do it though.
It is nice. It's a nice little touch, So
my dad's. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I was just gonna say my dad's been a machinist for 45 years, right? That's what he does. He owns a machine shop, so I'm surrounded by lathes and mills and all this stuff my whole life. And every time I get a new knife, I show it to him and I tell him how much it is. He's like, buddy, I couldn't make that for $6,000. Like a Wii, something like this. He's like, there's no way. There's no way I couldn't even make 1,000 of those for less than $3,000 a piece.
Right.
That's why American knives are so expensive. You just you can't do it. You can't do it on the scale that they do it for the price they do it.
They do have some of those new CNC machines, and they can do amazing things like the CNCs that can do all angles and things.
A 5th axis, it's insane. That's what the Grismo boys use. They use a 5th axis,
right? And
for all their crazy shit.
I can't imagine how much it is to buy one of those. 15 of them.
Yeah, so the cheapest machine in our shop is $250,000. That's the cheapest.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and there's 30 of them. So it's
shit.
Yeah. So that's what I've been surrounded by my whole life. But a fifth axis, you're looking at closer to $750,000 for a small one. For a small one.
What about just some run of the mill CNC machine that's just
I mean you can get a programmable mill, like a nice table mill for a few grand.
Right.
You don't have to spend a ton of money. But
to get
with
one of
us,
those computerized badass fucking
for us enclosed, because a lot of the jobs we do, we're doing thousands of parts at a time.
Right.
So we need a big table. I think the most expensive one's 1.2. I think that's the most expensive machine. But it's a Miltronics table mill that the machining deck on it is 6 feet wide and 12 feet long. That's the machining path that it can take. It's massive.
Let alone the bits too. I gotta imagine.
I mean, a small bit is $60. A small one.
And you're
chewing through 10 of those a day. You know what I mean?
What materials are you guys using?
So it's a job shop. So pretty much, if people will just walk in the door with a crazy ass job, a job shop. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically one. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Right there.
Mini mill, $2,300. Yeah. And honestly, for knife work, that's all you need. That is all you will ever need.
For mods and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even you could literally machine a knife, start to finish.
Right, but not a factory.
No, you're not going to be doing 100 at a time. No.
Right.
But everything, titanium, stainless, brass, bronze, plastic, all kinds of shit. Whatever the job calls for. You
can imagine what Riet's company looks like.
Oh, forget it. And ours, we're a 10-man shop, right? 10 employees, right? And I can't even wrap my head around. And the Rayouts are always the one that Dad's like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it.
Well,
I've been doing this for 45 years and I can't do it.
I talked to one of the other knife, companies over there, and we were talking about Riet, and they were like, do you know how big their fucking factory is? That's basically what they said.
It's China. It's
don't ever expect us to do Riet quality. Riet has a leg up above all of us, and there's nothing we can do about it. They're not only their machines, how many people they have, how big their factory is, the amount of money they have.
I bet you that fucker is spotless, floor to ceiling. I bet you that factory is spotless.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've seen Kaiser's. I did a video.
I bet you it's stupid. I bet you it's immense.
It's really nice. It's very nice, but it's not like what you'd think what Riet would be, but it's still very nice. I didn't see how many CNCs they had, but probably 20 or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good size shop. The issue, I guess, in America these days is having people to run them. That's the hardest part for American manufacturing. Is it's just not taught. When my parents were in high school, there was a machining class in high school.
Well, there still is. You can still take CNC classes, but they're usually for companies and factories that are already running, that pre-existed, that have been running for 50 years already, and they're just hiring a $13 an hour worker. I mean,
you'd be that's the other thing. I think you'd be surprised for a skilled machinist. 60 grand minimum is what you're going to make.
I'm just saying, I know people that do CNC.
That just do factory. They load the parts and press the go button. Yeah. No, yeah. For if you get in with a good, if you're young,
a programmer.
If you're even just a skilled machinist, because we do a lot of manual stuff. A lot of our jobs are one-off pieces. And I've done job fairs before, right? I would go back to my school after I graduated, and I'd say, if you don't know what you want to do, take a serious look at machining. Let's say if you want to be an engineer, look at machining, because you're going to learn everything you would learn in a machining course. It's going to cost you a quarter to get educated, a quarter of the price of an engineering degree. And you'll end up making the same amount of money, and you'll actually be making stuff. You know what I mean? So definitely something for young folks that we just need more young people getting into it in America.
And I totally agree. I think because with me, I grew up working with my hands. I was born on a job site. You know, seriously, my first memories are on a construction site. And I mean, I've done everything in construction, but that's all I knew. And I see that not being like a growing thing anymore, you know, and I do wish like a lot of younger people would get into, like you were saying, you know, machinists, mechanics, you know, construction, all these things that are going to be super essential. And if we were doing more of, instead of getting into, I don't even fucking know what people are going to college for these days.
It's service tech,
shit,
communications. That's it.
Right,
Education, nursing. That's
right.
about it.
Because it's going to be crazy in 20 years when you're not going to be able to find somebody who actually knows how to build a fucking house.
No, nothing's going to get made here anymore.
Right. We have to continue making stuff.
Yep.
It's scary, man. It's scary.
Yeah.
Because we are going to be reliant.
Case in point, like how many knife OEMs are there in the country? 1? 2 in America?
I mean, I can only think of one personally.
Yeah.
It's an OEM. I mean, Spider, you could say like they'll take on designers, like good designers.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if I wanted a knife made and I wanted an American company to make it, one. Yeah.
I can think of one.
That's it. It's sad, dude.
It's very sad. And it's going to cost you.
That is the most painfully true thing I've seen all day.
Millet is the one I was talking about too, Blade Banter. That's the one I was talking about, Millet.
Millet, yep.
Yep.
It's the only one. I mean, it's
going to cost you.
It's going to cost you a ton. Hogan Medford, yeah. I think Medford will actually do OEM work.
Oh, yeah. Medford recently started doing a little bit, but it's going to cost you.
I mean, we're getting to a point in the knife world where, like, how many years until there just aren't any? You know, how long is Millet going to hold on?
Well, I think it's just scary thinking about men in the future that don't know how to fucking work with their hands at all. Like,
I'm a scrawny little white boy, but if I need to go chop down a tree and build a fort, I'll go do it. Right. Because I grew up in the middle of nowhere, right? I grew up surrounded by cornfields and trees. That was my childhood. Or heavy machinery. Yeah.
I don't like look down at nobody who has to, like, if they pop their tire on the side of the road and they have to call AAA. I don't give a shit. But I personally, right? Like, there are so many things that, yes, I might need help on, but the majority of things I can't stand the thought of having to call another man to help me. Like, that to me is like, I can fucking handle it, right? Like, to me, like, that's like, I can't stand the thought of needing another man, unless it was like family or something, you know, like,
sure, I'm broke down, I'm down the street, right? Yeah,
trailer over here, but actually, fucking calling somebody I don't know to come and do this little job that's gonna take, you know, a little bit of elbow grease and some fucking muscles, like, fuck that, I'll do it my damn self.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Man, we're not having that. Like, it's a bunch of people like that are willing to pay other people to do something that they would take them 10 minutes or an hour or even fucking 8 hours. Who cares?
Yep. And that is why the whole American economy is service economy. Yeah. We're a service economy. You know, so this is a good question, and I don't know the answer to it. I don't know that he's announced it. If I'm being honest. Does anybody know?
I forget. I think it
feels best techie. It feels best techie.
Feels best techie, but it's probably QSP. Ask Blade Banter.
Oh, dude, I can't believe QSP. Because
I know
this was the first like OEM job I'd ever handled from them. I think anybody handled from them, and they knocked it out of the freaking park.
They're doing unreal. That I didn't even know they could do. Like, when it's like, I knew that they did good work. Don't get me wrong. I knew they did good work, but man, that knife is so good. You would think Riat did it. That's how good it is. When you show me a knife like that, and I literally would tell you that it feels like a Riat, that's a big statement. They did a good job.
It's amazing. He could have just not told us. You know what I mean? He just could have not told us, and we would all have been like, Rayot. It's a Rayot, 100%. Yep.
We know it's a Rayot. Just say it.
Just say it already. And then he should have waited and just come out like months later and be like, oh, by the way, it's QSP, bitches.
But you know what, though? Think about this. Think about by him saying that. It showed the potential of QSP, and I'll bet you so many people said, oh, that's who I want.
Dude,
I'm getting my knife done by who? Fuck, QSP.
And do we know the pre-order price yet of the 3.5? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm looking. XL. It's not up yet.
It's not up
The
yet.
V2 is sold out. He just did a drop. Those went quick. Man. Yeah, the XL for sure. And going back to knives that are exciting, the gripper, the XL. I have a Brian Brown Jaeger M on pre-order. That should be here middle of the year. I'm so excited about that one. You know, I love my Warnies. Also, to this, I hate CAD, dude. All I did was draw a knife, and I wanted to like rip my hair out, because if the layers intersect, then it all becomes one layer because you're making a 3D model. It's a nightmare. I can't imagine doing a whole building. I've only ever done small parts, right? I can do small parts, but I have a friend who's a civil engineer who does like whole schematics for like an entire fucking building.
I got kicked out.
Wiring, plumbing, everything. And I'm like, how do you not blow your brains out, dude?
Man.
Good Lord.
It was crazy because when in high school, I took a drafting class, because I had to or whatever. Or maybe I didn't have to. I don't know. But I got kicked out of it. And it's funny because when I would leave there and go build the things.
Right. Yeah, but you were drawing.
Yeah. I'll fucking go build the motherfucker. But damn it, man, if I can't do this.
I don't need to draw shit. I'll just build.
Right. Exactly.
God. A lot of engineers in the group. I think most of the knife community, I feel like if you're carrying a $200 knife around, you know a thing or two about manual labor.
That's true. Not everybody, but like I think the EDC community, right, for the most part, we like, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think I do to an extent. I think we like being the guy that if shit happens, we can handle it. We help other people. Like there's a reason why we help each other out too, right? Like we're the type of person that if whatever the hell it is, the guy next to you needs this, you want to be the guy that says, here you go, right? You want to be able to, you want to be the person that can help somebody and be not the person that's needing help, but the person that's helping, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down ever. So you always want to be prepared, right? And if it's not being prepared for yourself, it's being prepared for the people around you. And I think that has a lot to do with the EDC community. It's like these little gadgets and these little this and these little that.
And it's all about being ready. It's all about being ready, right?
Being ready and prepared. And it might be the dumbest little thing that you might not ever use, but when you do need it,
you got it. Right. I love this. Sinister, the last bastion of man. Yep. Good stuff. 100%. I mean, it's when I was a kid, I always had a Swiss Army knife on me. Always. I never used it, but if I needed to tighten a screw on something or open a bottle, you know what I mean? I was ready. I was ready for the joys of youth, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I'm super pumped about. The Null knives, the 3.5.
I would never pay somebody to change my oil.
Personally, oh my God. Oh no.
I wouldn't. I don't like to though. Like if
I have done it. I have done it once. They put the wrong kind of oil in. I'll never do it again.
They didn't put the oil in mine one time.
Run or dry.
Yeah, run or dry. Oh, I'm sure we topped it off real nice for you, just like all your.
We forgot to put the bolt back in. Sorry, pal. Forgot to put the plug back in. But oh my God.
I have before a few times just because my life was just overwhelmed with things to do. And to me, that was the least priority thing. And the money didn't matter at the time. I was making more money not doing it. So in those cases, I understand why somebody would, right? Because you do have to work out the time and money and everything. But when it comes to you sitting on your ass or fucking paying somebody else to change your oil, go change your own fucking oil. It takes 10 minutes.
It's crazy. It literally, well, you got to let it drain for half an hour,
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Like work wise, you're under the car for 5-10 minutes.
Right.
I wanted to pull up because maybe you can shine some light on this. I don't know how close you follow Spyderco, right? But they're 2022. They're 2022 catalog, right?
I haven't even seen anything new from them in a long time.
Well, there's nothing new on there.
I thought you were like literally getting me excited just now.
No, God, I wish. But they're bringing back
wallet out and everything.
They're bringing back Pakal. You're 20, man, bro. You got a lot of knife collecting to do by the time you get to my age, buddy. God knows you'll be a knife millionaire by the time you get to Neeves' age. What are you, Neeves? Like 60, 70? How old are you?
63.
63. I love the spread. 42, 45, 20, 44. Don't be sad about that. It's all right. I am 37. Okay, so anyway, they're bringing back the Paisan is all I was trying to say.
All right. Are they
And
changing it?
I mean, no, it's Spyderco. Of course they're not changing it.
Change the steel though, right?
No, still S90V.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good steel though.
But
They seem like they do a pretty good job with it too.
Yeah, it's already up for pre-order on Knife Center.
560.
But yeah, I can't get over that.
You know where they fucked up though? And I'll scream it till the day I die. That thing should have came with a fucking hollow grind.
Yeah.
Everybody I know like that well, not everybody I guess, but a lot of people took that to get reground because it's just so much better with a hollow.
Yeah, and if there was one change to be made on this knife, I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Because it's beautiful. Integral. I mean,
some people would argue the clip, but I think I take the grind over the clip every day of the week.
Yeah, but the clip's right. The clip's an easy fix. The grind is not. Right. Yeah. Right. But I handled a few of these up at the River's Edge Cutlery Knife Meetup in Columbus over the summer.
Yeah.
And I just like fell in love.
Yeah.
I love head over heels for it. It's unreal.
That's my style of knife right there.
Yeah.
When I dream of knives, that's the shape and everything.
That sheep's foot, that nice thin ergonomic handle, integral. I mean, it's money, dude. And they're bringing back the Drunken, or they're going to make more of them. That's another one I really want.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. So there's literally one available on Amazon right now. Only one left in stock.
How much?
$441. S90V. Yeah, that Spyderco sheep's foot, that's like the quintessential blade shape for me.
Yeah, me too. I love that blade shape.
And I think that's the only reason why
I love it. Damn it, man. I wish they didn't fucking have to cost a liver.
I know, it's brutal. And that's the only reason why my Spider Chef has stayed around for so long, because of that blade shape.
If I wouldn't have, been so hard on my kidneys and liver already, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, you're not getting anything for that shit, dude. You're not getting a dime. Neither of us are. Neither of us are, man. The Watsu, yeah, that's another one.
And if you're gonna buy the Drunken and you really like the Python, at that point, it's like, why wouldn't I just
go Python?
$70 or whatever.
Right, or it's actually another $120.
Oh, fuck, whatever.
Is that not brutal? So, like the price difference. This is a 3.5-inch blade on the Drunken. The Python's like 3.6. Like the only difference is titanium integral. It's the whole cost of like another Wii knife or some shit. Like it's crazy.
No, for sure. No, it's definitely a price to pay, but damn it, is it good.
And on the secondary, both of them are astronomical. At the end of the day, it's kind of an investment piece. You know,
I think about that. Like you could totally buy it. And like the next year,
because they'll only make so many of them, right? As expensive as the Python is to make, they'll only make maybe 1,000 of them, 500 of them, or whatever.
How much is the real deal though? The real custom version of that knife.
Yeah, but I don't even want to look at it.
I think it's like $2,000.
Oh, okay. Resenti Python. Python. Custom. Let me take a look. See. Oh,
what is it?
Oh, it hurts. It hurts, Jared. It hurts. Oh boy. 2,500.
Yeah.
It's in stock. Add to cart. Oh boy.
Who's got 20 on my Python?
Can I get a down payment plan on this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
one.
I
XHP.
love
Look
it.
at those
I love it.
scales.
I love it. But you know what? That's the perfect version though. Look at that grind. That's a hollow. That's a hollow, baby.
Oh, Billy.
Man, they got
Oh,
that rod pattern on there. I never seen one like that.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That's honestly really cool.
Blow that up again. Blow that up again.
That's nice.
It's
And
kind of
it's
like
Hammered.
yeah, but it's kind of like concrete or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like stone lily pads. Like
I
on
bet
a
you
pond.
the texture is probably crazy sticky. Like in a
I
good way.
bet
I mean, you know, I bet you it like hangs on to you.
Right. Yeah. You can't get it off your hand. Right.
Exactly.
Ooh, 1750. This one's a steel. Man.
Uh-oh.
Add to cart.
What is that finish on that one?
Look at that. 2 Resentes. It's like half a year's worth of mortgage payments.
Right.
I don't know what that finish is. It's like flamed and then heavily stonewashed.
Heavy stonewash. That's got to be. That looks like a hollow too. I can't really tell, but I think they're all hollows from him. I think. I could be wrong.
Sheep's foot. Yep. Hollow grind. Yep.
Damn right it is. So
Handmade
why
in
would you
Canada.
do that on the Spyderco?
Yeah, dude. Spyderco, and it's the Taiwan facility. They have the equipment.
Yes, they
Like
do.
the best Spyderco grind work comes out of Taiwan.
Yeah.
I mean the smock, the
It's
the
V
Canis?
blasted. Knife modder says that's V blasted.
this
It's
with
blasted
what
with
shotgun pellets? What is it?
V's, with V's.
It's V blasted.
Right. Lots
Gotcha.
of V's.
Gotcha. I mean, like this was the other
It
thing
looks
that
like
came
a
out.
damn concrete driveway, Jamie. That's what I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking of.
like
It was so-
paving stones, big
Yeah,
paver stones.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when you stamp concrete, you got those big, heavy fucking mats. and
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like it just got
Yep.
peeled up. Yeah, that looks dope. The
Dude,
stamped
They did a
concrete
ball.
on
I
it.
mean, Taiwan did like the grind work on the Canis is
Yeah.
nuts.
That's the one I never tried was the Canis.
Really, I will send you mine. I love it. I think you'll get a
You
kick
do?
out of it.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of people did. Are they even? They're not making them no more, right? They discontinued them, or what happened?
Already?
I don't know.
Already?
I'm asking because I just never
I
see
don't-
them anymore. Like I've seen 1,000 Yojimbos before I'll see another
No,
can.
they're in stock. They're in stock right now.
How much?
190. Oh, 222.
Prices are going up.
Yeah, no, I bought this. What the fuck? That is way higher. Look at this. If I go back, look what it says here. 192.
Yeah, prices
And
are
I-
going up, man.
You
Inflation.
click that link, and then it's $30 more.
You fucking Biden supporting motherfuckers.
Damn, dude. Ooh, that's another one I want to check out.
What?
The Bradley.
Oh, I got a Bradley. You won't like it.
Nice. What'd you say?
I love it. You probably won't like it.
Why?
They have no detents.
Oh, I'm not that picky on D10, man.
Oh, if you're not picky, then you probably love it. As a user, dude, that is like well, I'll say this. I modified mine. The original, there's no lock bar access, and it sucks. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's the
there's
one
no
complaint
decal.
I've heard.
But I cut mine out, so mine has perfect access to the lock bar, but it still has 0 detent. If I was gonna make a knife design, it'd probably be very similar to the Gale Bradley with a detent.
With
Yeah,
a snappy D10. Here's
Yeah.
another one. I haven't checked this out either. It's the amalgam. I always wanted to.
Yeah, that's one that has a super light detent. I never tried one, but everybody says that, like it has a super light detent. And the one problem is when you close it, the flipper tab hits you on the way in.
Yeah. So
Because- compression lock.
all of the compression lock flippers. So this is the Mantra 3.
Yep.
As the
Yeah.
and
You get
and
used to
it's light, but the placement it
It
works every time, dude. You just
And-
push button it.
And you get used to the flipper tab coming back.
On this one, honestly, it doesn't even touch.
So what is your favorite Spyderco?
Boy. Yours is I gotcha. I have a lot. I think we counted them a couple streams ago.
I
and
will say though, the Manix 2 is probably like my real. I don't know. I do like this one more than the Manix 2, but for a work knife or something, it's the Manix 2 because I love that blade shape a lot better.
same. I love this. I love this blade shape for
I love it.
slapping around.
Yeah, it's such a great work knife.
it's hard. It's hard. So it's the smock or the Jimbo. It's the two crazy ones,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I see.
But it's only my smock or my Yojimbo, not anybody else's.
Right. Have you ever tried the
I haven't.
You haven't?
Nope.
Oh man, you gotta
No,
try
I was
it.
never able to justify it. Even when they re-released them, I wasn't able to justify the price tag.
Yeah, this is so good. I love it, but I use it. So that's another thing. It's not like I just get it in hand and decide how much I like it. I actually carry it and use it. And that sometimes that's where the beauty of the knife comes into, right? Like the ease of carry, the ease of how it carries in the pocket and how, just a lot of little details. I know like when I have knives, right? I can have 10 knives and love them all, right? Love them all. Like one, like they'll just stand out how much I love playing with and flicking with it. But then there'll just be one that cuts and works so good for me that I tend to just carry the shit out of it. And it's over time that one winds up growing on me. And the other one, even though for the first week those were my babies, that other one will just wind up outshining all the other ones just because of how much I carry and use it. Because you gotta give the knife that winds up in your pocket a lot of credit.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep. And I think that's why the Nimble won my knife of the year, is because it was in my pocket every day. Like every day. I couldn't, and my Nimble is beat to shit. I have number 3 from the first run, numbered and signed, and I just beat the snot out of it because I can't not carry it.
That's
so also, I think the other reason why, if I had to pick one, it's the smock. It's because I got to talk to the smocks, Kevin and his wife, very nice people.
Yeah.
And after my review came out, they sent me a set of his custom bearings that he machines in-house to put in my smock after the review, right? And it's like a whole different knife. So it's a Spyderco smock, but it feels like a custom. And they don't sell these. You can't buy them. You have to buy a smock custom to get these bearings. So I have the only Spyderco smock in existence that has custom smock bearings in it. So
it feels a lot different too. Yeah.
It's completely gritless, completely silent, like glass, like glassy smooth, and totally drop shut. It's unreal how.
Yeah. No, I've sharpened them and had some in for review. They're badass knives. I owned one actually. I did own one.
A custom?
No.
Oh, okay. The smock is great in general, but I think that
whatchamacallit says he's got one. He's only carried it 4 times. He says it's his baby. He can't be letting it see no air.
wait, where is this? Oh, Sinister. Yeah. So I think Sinister, this was one of his. So I have the smock in M4 as well. This was the Blade HQ run. And M4 on a super thin slicey blade kind of works really well, honestly, because it's such a tough steel.
Calica just sold his 20 CV version. Urban Woodsman says Shaman just eats up too much pocket space. Go with the smock and get some micarta scales for it. I like the Shaman though. I really like.
I love my Shaman. I ruined it. I ruined it though. So I put titanium scales on mine, like the purple backspacer. And now it won't. The pivot walks, and it just won't stop. There's nothing I can do about it.
You know what's funny about that is I got some red micarta scales for mine, and it was perfect. Everything was perfect. Nothing was bad about it. Then like months and months later, all of a sudden it started getting like some blade play.
Yep.
And all of a sudden it went from dropping to not wanting to just drop. Like literally it feels stiff. So I either have to crank down the pivot to get rid of blade play, so that now my action, the action is shit, and I still can't get rid of it. Like the blade play is just there. There's nothing I can do with it.
Same. That's what happened here.
And if I want good action, then I have to deal with really bad blade play.
Yeah. There's like, I have this pretty well dialed. There's a little bit of blade play, but if I sit here and flick it for 5 minutes, that bitch will be a quarter inch either direction. It's so bad. So I might put the original scales back on it, but
I
it
think
feels so good with the titanium scales on it. It feels so ridiculous.
I bet it does.
It feels so gnarly. M4 Smock, yeah. The M4 Smock's really good. I left
like
this
M4.
one alone.
That's
just
what
as
my
a
Dale
comparison.
Bradley is. M4.
Yeah.
M4 's a good
M4 was
deal.
a steal. I'm trying to think the first knife I had in M4. Oh, was the Super Freak. The best
yeah.
Benchmade of the bunch, baby. Love this thing.
You got a pretty nice collection over there.
Oh, I got a lot.
What number are you at?
So 50 in the box. Probably like 80, 90, something like that.
Yeah, that's a good collection.
In a year, in a year and a half, 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah, it got out of control really fast.
Yeah, that's how
It
goes.
It goes straight down.
Sell?
I'm trying to now. I got a lot of knives for sale. To all 103 of you, buy my knives, please.
I mean, I might be up for some of them. I know I'm about to do a knife sale myself because I hardly sell. I do sell, but I hardly do. I give away 10 times more than I ever sell.
See, for me, I can't feasibly. What's left in my collection are like budget knives that I have beat the living shit out of, and I would feel bad giving them away because they're beat up. I want to give somebody a nicer, newer knife. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And then everything else is too expensive to give away. At least where my channel is right now.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yikes! G-Ball. See, G-Ball knows my pain. He feels it. Damn.
I'm definitely in that boat. I'm not sure the number of knives I have. If I had just guessed, just throw a number out there, probably 150.
Yeah.
That's just a guess. Now, I give away a lot of knives, though. So I kind of have to have a good amount. And I like to have, I like to be able to do multiple videos with multiple knives sometimes.
Right. Same. And that's the other thing is like, I have a ton of knives in my nice knife box that I would be okay with selling, but I just haven't had time to review them. I haven't reviewed them yet.
Well, I have that problem, but then I also have knives like where it's like, I'd sell this, but it's a great comparison to this knife. Or, something stupid like that. Or it's like, well, if I ever get around to doing the 5 best flipper tabs,
I'm gonna need this one.
I can't sell it for that reason. Oh, my card is so nice on this one. Even though I don't like the knife, I'd sell it, but I love the micarta. There's always a demon down my shoulder telling me why not to.
More. You need more knives.
Sell one. What do you mean? Buy 3 more.
Yeah, right. But these are on sale. You can just buy those.
You've seen the Recenti tonight, right?
Oh, God. Yeah. But I'm at a point now where it's like I want to kind of offload 5 to buy 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will. So
that's where I'm at.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a good, massive amount for specific things. I'm going to sell a lot, but that's all investment for more. Because I know the 2022s around, so I can get rid of some of my 2021s that are older, that are still really good knives, and I still love and still want, but I have to think about the channel. Like, even though I want it, even though I don't want to sell it, I have to, because you can't keep them all, first of all. And if you want to run a channel, you have to recycle.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I've reached, I mean, the channel's been around for 12 months now. Like this month is like the 12-month anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's time. It's time. Because I'm picking up things like this, like the Evo. This is the micro Evo Typhoon and stuff like this. And I just want to have a slush fund so that if I see this somewhere for sale, I can go buy one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't have to.
Those can be detrimental to owning a channel.
Yes.
Because those are the ones that they don't get a lot of views, but you'll love them the most. You have to get. It's almost like you can get one good video out of it, but that's about it. you know, and then it's, you know, you can definitely milk the videos if you want to, right? And but you're gonna have to do multiple multiple knives in a video. You can't do that same knife in one video 5 times. It just nobody will watch it. So they'll get sick of seeing it. They know they can't buy it. They know it's too expensive.
Yeah, right. It's discontinued and it's really expensive, right?
Right. So, but what winds up happening though is that it's a knife for you that you love and it's great, but there's only 300 other people that can even understand.
Relate. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I like to stick into, well, one, I love great budget knives.
Same. And I need to do, that's another thing, 2022. I need to do more budget knives because I have a 50 of them that I already own that I haven't reviewed, right?
Right. But see, my favorite price range is the $100 to $300 price range. I love
that's where I live. 200 to 300 is like, there's just so much to have there. There's just so insane. I mean, like this, the Big Belly. I know you like that one.
Oh yeah.
Amazing for the money. Amazing for the money. Knife. I know your factory edge was rough. Mine was too. I had to clean it up, but
yeah. Well, mine, even my grind near the heel is definitely off pretty bad, but I don't care.
Yep.
Fuck it. It's a great.
It looks badass. That's all that matters. And it's integral, dude. It's so cool. And where's the I still haven't figured out
a carbon fiber integral.
And I still haven't figured out, like, is this steel, like this little area? Yeah. Like, how is it? Okay.
Steel plates, and then they're over the top of the Omegas.
But that's it. It's just the plate. It's not internal. It's crazy.
Right. It is crazy.
It works so well.
But
it works so well.
I always got to put myself into a predicament between, I want this knife, right? But this knife is $300, right? I want this one. This is the one I want. But the 4 or 5 knives I could buy for that $300 would be way better for the channel, right? And, you know, I'll still sometimes get the $300 knife if I can cough it up, if it's been a good month. But a lot of times, man, I just got to look at it like, man, it's not good for the channel. You know, it's great for me. I want it, you know. And
it's good for me. I'm happy.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm a happy camper. But then it's like, oh, fucking, I can't annoy my viewers with that same knife fucking 5 times, you know, like
for that same money, you could get 6 knives and get 12 videos out of it, right?
And the people can relate.
Yeah, and they can afford it.
Right. They can.
90% of the knives I own, I can't even afford. I just figured out.
Right. Yeah. Kicking yourself in the ass. What'd you do? Why is the power getting shut off tomorrow?
I've gotten that call. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta grab something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make you big. You host.
Yeah. Waking up with a scar down your kidney, like, what happened? You just sold your fucking kidney to somebody. No. All right, let me start reading some comments. All right, Urban Woodman says, watch your video on the wee beacon today, Jared. I'm also disappointed on the details. They skimped out on. Yeah, it's an amazing knife. I really like this knife, and I can tell this is a knife that I love right off the bat, but I can 100% tell that over time, I'm only going to like it more and more. It's a great shape, great size, great everything. I know it'll cut good. So this is definitely one that I can see as being one of my faves, like, you know, out of like a bunch of knives. But I still can't help but see the details they skipped. You know, $200. Granted, you know, yeah, we has more expensive knives out there. But for $200, we's always been the company that's given you quite a bit. Always been a little expensive, but giving you quite a bit for your money. And I just see things that it's like, man, other companies, what they're giving you for $200, you look over here, it's like, man, yes, this is very well done. And it's probably even more well done than maybe the other knife we're talking about. But that other company did put in those little fine details. So I'm starting to see that they're going to have to start stepping it up. That being said, I fucking love it. And I think they still knocked it out of the park. I can't help but love the knife, and they did an incredible job. And I can tell, like, this is going to be one that I'm going to carry a lot. Sometimes you just know. right? I know this is a knife I'm going to carry a lot. So,
What's the blade steel? 20 CV?
20 CV, yep, 20 CV, and We does a great job with their 20 CV. The geometry.
I got to tell you, my first Wii I ever bought, and this was the first knife I ever bought in M390, was the Practic.
Mhm.
And I dyed it purple because I don't know, I was probably drunk. But I love this thing, and I carried the living shit out of it. It's just such a simple knife. Just
That's the beauty
nothing
of
crazy.
Thing. Simple knife, good geometry, good ergos, and great carry. It's slim, easy to carry, multiple forms of deployment. This is a and We does the best titanium hardware. Like
they do very nice titanium hardware.
Right. It's hardened titanium, so it's not like there's lots of other companies that do titanium hardware and you'll strip it the first time you take it out.
Yep.
Theirs is really good. You would think it was steel, it's so hard. But the only other company I can think of that can stand up next to them is Riyadh. So
yeah.
Or like,
but Riyadh again is one of those companies that the devil's in the details, you know what I mean?
Right. But that's where I think that they need to do I have a sea snake handy? Yeah, I think so.
Oh. I need to get a sea snake. I need to get me one of them.
I send you this one. Good knives.
I'm sure EMLER has a few laying around.
I don't think so. I think he's only got one. He
oh no,
he gave him away and stuff. But yeah, no, really good knife. Solid little knife. This is one of those knives that if you work in a job that requires detailing, this is the knife for you. Like there's a million different jobs that do stuff like that where you gotta like say, lay down tape and then trace out the design, or if you have
even automotive, a lot of automotive work. You need a nice straight razor for it.
If you have to open up packages daily, or cut foam, or caulk, whatever, name that thing. This is awesome because the way the handle goes, how it rounds right here, and then right here at the end it tapers down, that perfectly lands like right there in your palm, and it's like,
oh my gosh,
you have
those are only $40.
Yeah, they're mine was 50 when I got it, but
they're $39.99.
there you go. Good deal.
Holy crap.
That's a really good deal. And it's a neck knife, but it wasn't supposed to be. It was not supposed to be a neck knife. It's just he couldn't put the clip or the belt clip on there without raising the price a bunch, so they just put the chain.
Oh,
so
okay.
You can get yourself a what are they called? They're called something. I can't think of the name of it. Tech lock. You can get a tech lock where it shifts every different direction. You can carry it scout carry on the side, in front of or right by your belt, or you just toss it in your pocket. But the sheath is really good on it. This is a really good little knife. And
I love the blade. Love the blade.
It's a real Warncliffe. The geometry is amazing on it.
Oh, this was one I wanted to ask you about. The Knox. Did you get one of these?
Yeah. I gave it away, yeah.
I am pleasantly surprised by this little thing, dude.
I gave it a really good review. I actually didn't want to give it away. I just gave it away to somebody that needed a knife really bad.
The detent on this, whatever, $70, $80 stainless steel frame lock is better than a lot of $300 frame locks I have.
Yeah, I think the problem with it and why it didn't do that great is because of the $70 price tag or whatever. Because you could go to Tucson and get the same materials and get titanium with detent ramps, fucking washers.
But for a first run of an affordable little stainless frame lock,
I love it. I gave it an amazing review. Its geometry's insane. If you wanted a frame
super
lock,
thin and slicey, super.
If you wanted a frame lock version of the Elementum, that's the way to go. It's even more compact though. I would say the Elementum still beats it, but it's close.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, if I had to pick, I'd get one of these, but whatever.
Right. Yeah,
I still can't believe they dude. And did you notice? First off, I was watching your video. The fact that the thumb studs work so good.
I know it doesn't.
It's
Even
so
make sense
it doesn't
to me.
make sense. I don't understand how they did that.
When I was, to be honest, I was expecting to get it and open it up. And
Well, that's why I didn't buy one. I was going to pre-order one of the thumb studs too, but I didn't buy it because I wanted to see what people said about the thumb studs because they're like right there.
Right
They are
there,
right
yeah.
freaking there, dude.
when I see that, I usually 99.9% of the time I'm gonna hate it.
But it works so good.
So
It
easy.
works so damn good.
It's crazy how like you can just you get your finger right there. Oh, Breeze is here. What's up, Breeze? It's my cousin.
Whoa, Mr. Ratchford in the house.
But yeah, it's the way they chamfered that edge right there. Just let your thumb go or reverse flick right into it, and
It's like you touch it. It's like you touch it and it flies out. It's
Feels
so
like
weird.
automatic almost.
Yeah, and then it's
How do
so.
How do you feel about your liner?
It's annoying.
Is it okay?
Just the access is
I don't know
annoying,
yet.
but
I'm
it
still on the
was
fence.
it was well honestly it's probably easier on the flipper because it's just a straight.
Still, you like the flipper ones better?
I like the liner better on the flipper because this weird cutout, right?
Yeah.
It's like this weird kind of dimple right here
Yeah.
where the thumb studs go.
Yeah.
It just makes it kind of. I've gotten used to it, but that is the only thing I would call a complaint about the knife.
So I'm still on the fence about it. I know Lefty didn't like it, and I'm normally a snob with my liner lock access, but for some reason, as of right now, it's not bothering me yet, and I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to think about it too hard and get pissed off, but it hasn't bothered me yet. Now, the last knife I said that about, I said, oh, this is great. I turned off the camera and I walked away. Fucking want to punching Karen in the nose and destroying the house over it. No, I'm just joking. But no, I walked away and I realized, like, it kind of does bother me. 30 minutes later, I'm pissed, regretting my purchase, and you just spent $350 on this fucking no access piece of shit. But because
it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, why did you not cut it? You know, like, why? How can you charge this much and not give me good access to the lock bar?
Yep.
Is one of the biggest misses any knife company can do. It's like, that's literally, this is what this
and
is. It's like making a knife that's a flipper, right? But it doesn't work.
So a hinderer.
Right. It's more. It's like kind of like some of the hinders where it's like you have a flipper tab, but when you flip it, it's like
it just yeah.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Right.
You know, because you're trying to unlock the knife, but you just can't.
Yep. I'm trying to think the last knife I came across that was like that.
Gail Bradley.
Damn it, Gail. Oh, the Prolix had horrible lock bar access. The Ferrum Forge Prolix, and it wasn't that the lock bar access was bad. It was just the lock bar was buttery smooth and might as well have been made out of fucking Crisco. So every time you tried to get a hold of it, you just slipped right off of it, dude. And it murdered your thumb. It was, great knife, beautiful design, but that lock bar ruined it for me.
The Grand, the Ace Grand is like that. I cut mine out, but the Ace Grand was.
I was about to say it looks pretty good.
And it's also like a saw blade. So when you would have to get it, you'd have to get it right in the front, and it was so annoying. It's great now that I cut it out, but you know who did do that really bad this year? Savivi. Savivi, for whatever reason, came out with like 5 models that just. And they were always the king of making you have or letting you have good lock bar.
Yeah. Oh, the Hadros was really bad. The Hadros had bad access.
Yep, the Hadros was really bad. The Asticus was really bad, and you know you got to kiss asses to use it. So, and what else was there? There was a sun cut knife that was really bad. 2 sun cut knives that were really bad with that, and it was like, what are you doing? How are you? You're supposed to be the leading knife maker, right? Think about it. If you were going to put it in order, right? Name the overseas knife companies, the best overseas knife companies from best to worst. Go.
I mean, most popular, it has to be We. It's We.
Well, I think it'd be React and We.
most popular, like as far as number of.
I'm saying best. Like
Oh,
best.
best Rayot, 100%.
Yeah, right. And
100%.
then next,
And then
number 2.
it's probably Wii, but I love Best Tech, so I don't know. Best Tech's a close 3.
Okay.
And then probably QSP, and then Kaiser maybe.
Okay, so by saying that, you're saying that those companies are leading the knife companies
Of the
overseas.
world,
Right? So,
honestly.
so don't fuck around and give me poor access to my lock bar.
Right? Come on.
You're gonna
Well, they
be
have
that
tiny.
guy.
They got those tiny Chinese thumbs. You know what I mean? They can get in there real easy.
Well, it's like, listen, guys, you guys are leading today, but I have no problem throwing you in the back seat and calling you number 10.
Right? Yeah.
I've called you number 1, number 2 for like 2 years now. Don't fuck around. You will get the 10 spot really quick, and you don't want to see me saying Kubi is ahead of you.
Ooh. Sorry,
Like
Rayot, Wii, Best Tech, Artisan, QSP. I forgot about Artisan Cutlery. But I would put Wii, Best Tech, Artisan all as like one, straight across the board, right?
I would say we is like right here, and then you would have like the other ones like right there. Do you know what I mean? Like they're so close, you know, because I really like Kubi. I really like Artisan.
Kubi, yeah, Kubi. Holy
Kaiser's
shit.
a good one. QSP's a really good one. Best Tech.
Yeah.
I really like Tucson, but Tucson is in another category. Yeah, I say that because they have no problem letting a piece of shit go out the door. But
Yeah.
they have the abilities to do amazing.
Yeah. They 100% have the know-how.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just like
there's
for whatever
guys-
reason, sometimes whatever shift, I don't know what the QC shift like.
This is what it is. It's that they do the design the way it was done. We will send you the prototype. You
And they'll
value
tweak it and they'll give you suggestions.
Right. They'll tell you like, oh, we should cut this lock bar a little bit better, you know, like, or they'll send it, and then the person can send it back, tweak it a little more. Tucson, they're like, you better get that design right the first time, motherfucker.
Yeah, or you're fucked. Yeah, right. But dude, this is the other most improved brand of 2021,
Yes.
Kubi, without question.
Kubi.
Unreal. Like
Kubi killed it.
I slept on it, and friggin' finally into last year, I was like, I'll get one of those new Kubis, and holy shit, now I want all of them. Now I want
know.
to go and buy all of
I
them.
know, and they're great. They're all
great.
all great. All of them are.
Yeah,
just
that
like
one I gave that one away, and I
This one?
didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to. It's so good.
Yeah, they did. They killed it. They knocked it out of the park. And you know, I think Kaiser is another one killing.
Yeah,
it.
Kaiser stepped it up.
There's like 8 companies that are
I
all
love my
really,
Deviant.
really good. But
Love
I
it.
still think, I love that knife. I love that
I do
knife.
too. I know we're both crushing on that.
But I think they're like this to Wii. There's Wii, and then
Yeah.
there's React is like right here, right?
Right.
React, then Wii, and then all the other companies are like this to Wii, pushing them up. But eventually, Wii's gonna fuck around. And it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, if they get lazy, if we gets lazy, everybody's gonna catch up really fast.
You got
So-
some heavy hitters wanting to take your
I mean,
place, and they will be more
and
than
Best Tech
happy to
gets
take your place.
Better and better and better and better every year. Like
You know who else is coming in swinging right now? Megaron. Megaron is not.
Megaron, yeah. I mean, and that's the other thing is like they're the bottom 20 in
Yep.
China that are
Right.
still putting out amazing stuff. Just
Mhm.
nobody talks about it.
Nope. They're
But
new.
they will
They're newer.
have their day in the sun. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You fuck around, they're gonna hunt you at night and come for your babies because they're
They're Chinese babies.
yeah, they're coming out swinging. And I talked to dude, right? I talked to him, and he always runs. This is the thing. He literally will message me and show me the next thing he has in works, right? And he'll
I
be
want
like,
to look.
how does it look? He'll say, how does it look, right? And I'll tell him it looks good, but you know, you should probably change this a little bit. Done. Bam, bam, bam. He'll change it, send it back to me. What do you think now? Right? That's how devoted he is. He's so devoted.
He loves it.
that
He loves what
wants
he
to
does.
make sure he'll fucking stay up all night long, just tweaking on fucking jimping to make sure it's
That's
done.
crazy. Petrified Fish is another one that came out swinging.
Yeah, they did. They did. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Now, if we're going to talk about like the leaders of the budget brands, I would say Civivi is starting to fall off from that list now. They were the king of it.
Yeah. Everybody's catching up.
So yeah, everybody's catching up, and I almost want to just tell them, like, call them up in the middle of the night and say, "Hey guys,
Listen up.
you guys are slipping."
Ooh. Oh. I'm seeing if
What is
like
that? Oh, never mind. I see what it is.
it's the Shodan.
It's an open box one, though. How much? How much
Yeah.
does that pay?
$199.
How much was yours?
I bought mine off Love Them Knives for like $180.
And they got it for
$175. What?
They got a $200 for open box right there.
Yeah, I think it's like $220, $225 new.
I guess that makes sense. Then. It's just an open
Carbon
box.
fiber. I love it. I love this knife,
That
dude.
was
It's
the
so
full
ridiculous.
titanium one too.
Yeah.
I like that knife, but I ain't never had one.
You never bought one?
No, I wanted to, but what
Nothing
is
new.
that thing? What is that?
The reticulum?
No, the other one. I've tried that one. Yeah, what is that?
It's $300. Holy shit!
Have you
It's
seen
adorable.
this? I haven't seen this.
It's tiny. I've never seen it. That's why I
Oh,
got on White Mountain
really?
Knives. He's always got the hot shit. You know what I mean?
What size is it? I can't see any of this stuff.
2.6 inches on the
Oh.
blade length.
Oh, that's Kara's knife. Don't let her see that. Fuck.
Is that a carbon fiber inlay?
She loves the little mini Bestex. She's got the
Dude, like the
Bestex
tulip?
goblin.
Is she?
Yeah, or like the goblin. She's got the goblin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you know what's cool about those? They're mini, but you can get a 4-finger grip. That's what's bad.
Oh yeah. I like that. I don't know why I like this so much. It's heavy though.
Too, actually. Like here's the goblin right here. The best goblin. Look at that little guy.
Yeah, little chode, man.
But look at this.
There it is, right here.
4-finger grip. Yeah, it's so small, but damn it, you can get a full 4-finger grip on it. And you know what else I love about it? It's such an easy knife to Spidey flick.
And that's tough on small knives. That's tough to pull off.
It's so easy on this one though. Even Kara can do it.
Holy shit. $408.
All right, I think they're starting to lose their minds.
Timascus. Oh, that's the fancy pants version. Okay.
It's Timascus.
Here's a normal one. 250. That's reasonable. M390.
I still don't know if that's reasonable, man.
Well, compared to the 408.
Well, yeah, but that's Timascus. Like, put it this way. This was 200 from Wii.
Yep.
20 CV, same things. Where's the other $50 coming from?
My guess is it's the
it?
3D milling on the handles. That's where the $50 is coming from. The machine time on that.
Is that bolster titanium too, or that? What is that?
I don't know.
It looks like two separate materials, doesn't it?
Copper.
Oh, it is. Okay. So we got different materials, two different materials.
Bestech's been getting weird, and I think that's why I like them so much, is because they've been getting weird. What in the hell is that?
I love them.
I love Bestech. I really do. They just do crazy shit, and they don't care. Like a $600 Samari. Why not?
They're not apologizing.
Yeah, dude. I don't care. I mean, that's 14C, $76. Great knife.
No, yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
They just like this. Like, who greenlit this project? Who greenlit the Strellet? Who did that? Who did this?
I was supposed to. I don't know whatever happened. I was supposed to be part of like some pass around group, and that thing was supposed to come to me, and it never did. And then they just like forgot I was part of the pass around group or something.
Neeves is canceled. He's not allowed in the cool kids group.
They must not have liked one of my videos. I only got to see one part of the pass round. Then never seen
That's it. Sorry, pal.
Yeah.
I kind of like the no guard. I like the look of it. This looks like something Love Them Knives would be all over.
Oh yeah, he loves something like that. If it looks like a parrot and it's like,
yeah, if it looks like a tropical bird, he's all over it.
If you gave one to Lefty though, he would definitely tell you what animal it looks like.
Oh yeah, right away. Right away.
It kind of looks like a pigeon meets a barracuda.
Kind of looks like a pigeon fucking a squirrel. I don't know what I'm looking at. Nice kitchen knife. Okay. Yeah, nothing really super exciting out of Bestech, but I got on White Mountain Knives to look at what was the brand you were talking about? It starts with an M.
Miguran.
Miguran.
Yeah, Miguran.
But every time I get on White Mountain, I got to check out my Best Tech boys because I am still a Best Tech boy. I love my Best Techs. Oh God, I went too far. We've gone too far.
Oh wait, you should just go on Migaron Knives on Google.
Oh,
because they might not have any of their newer stuff, and the new design that I was working on with him isn't going to be on there yet. But
DC 53.
Yep, it's like a
what is that?
It's like it's basically a harder version of D2. So it's D2 on steroids, basically.
Well, right off the bat, coming in swinging, dude. Yeah. I really like this. I really like this a lot.
Yeah, I had one of those. I actually gave it to Everyday City Carry Ray because he accidentally lost his at some event. He had to throw it in the bushes because they were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just gave him mine.
That is a good looking knife.
Being a good friendy. So
good pal, a good man. Yeah. You're a good man.
But
that is a great looking knife.
Check the one out. Oh yeah, I have that right there, the Pagos.
Yeah, that's a good looking knife too.
Check out the Karaki.
This guy.
Yes.
Oh, that's in stock.
Yes. So I have that. I actually sent it to Lefty. The easiest front flipper you've ever seen in your life, right there. The best. Easiest.
Front flipper?
You cannot find an easier front flipper than that.
S90V? Is that a typo?
Nope. S90V, and I'm telling you, dude.
Who's making these?
They are. They do OEM work.
Bullshit.
No. And they it's a dual grind too. It's a dual grind too, yeah.
Full size knife.
Full size knife. And
very lightweight.
Can you see the titanium in that picture?
Oh yeah. The knurling?
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, dude. Holy nice shit. Man.
The way they do the
compound ground, though, I don't know how I feel about that.
I know he's gonna do some with just a full regular grind all the way across. He's planning on doing it, but if you can see it closed, it has a the front flipper has
this thing,
this jimping on it it's super sharp, but in a good way, and it's all the way around it. So when you just put your finger on it, it grips you. So all you got to do is pretend to front flip it, and it will open.
Really? So okay, so that's kind of like the good old Best Tech Shinkansen.
I didn't try that one, but it's better than that one. I didn't try that one, but it's better than that one.
Oh, this was old Best Tech. There's basically no detent at all, but
that's why then.
It's stupid. Yeah. The action's so great. This speaks to me on several different levels.
It's so good. I love it.
I just visually right off the bat. Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
I love the bolster. I love the blade shape.
So let me tell you
the price.
The one we were designing last night and today, it's like the same thing, but the blade shape is like a real, how can I put it? A sheep's foot, but like with a really sharp. Do you know those old swords, like the pirate swords or whatever?
Yeah. Like a
Do you remember the?
I wish Teams Logical was here.
Do you remember the buck? The was it Ferrum Forge buck? The Ferrum Forge buck.
BUC. Yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
It's
pirate sword. Gotcha.
It's a little more like that in the front, like that.
Ooh, okay.
But a little more pronounced though.
Right, and like curved on top, or straight across, like a sheep's foot.
Picture the exact same blade shape on the last knife that we were just looking at. That's what it is, with a little bit more curve to the front of it.
Ooh, yeah. All right, okay.
That's the next one he is coming, and he's taking out the holes. I told him to take them damn holes out of it.
Oh, the speed holes? Yeah.
Yeah. But the one beauty about the speed holes is on the inside. You remember the last knife we were looking at with all the little dots on it? The knurling?
Yes.
It has that on the inside. So when you look through the holes, you see all these dots everywhere. It looks so cool.
Damn. I'm not sure what Shane's talking about. Simtar. Thank you, Matt Harvey. Yes. Don't talking shit about Papa Lee, he's a saint. Are you talking about like Robert E. Lee?
I think he's talking about LTK.
Oh yeah, look. I ain't talking shit. I love my Vandal, man. I love this thing. It's ridiculous in all the right ways. Yes, Shinkansen like the bullet train. Let me make myself big real quick. Look. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. This. Because when it's closed and you do it this way, this is the front of the bullet train. The train's going this way.
There you go. I got
If you watch my review, I literally bring up a picture of a bullet train and then a picture of this knife laid like that, and it is tit for tat.
I can't do that shit.
Tit for tat. All right, where's the screen at? There we go. I want to look at more of these because I'm interested now. The Acree, I mean, $44 friggin'.
Yeah. And that DC-53 steel's pretty good, man.
I love D2. So if you're saying it's a good, like a better D2,
oh, it's better. Like
I'm fine with it.
It takes a way finer edge than D2, like way finer. Now it's edge retention. Somebody did do a controlled cut test with it, and it did really good. Way better than I thought it was gonna. So
well, I mean that a lot of that comes down to the geometry. Just looks slicey as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It looks like it was made to split the atom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a pretty good knife, and that's another one super easy to front flip. That's a front flip, and it's super easy. Not as easy as the Karaki, but it's still easy. Now that's the new one, right? That's one of the new ones. I got that one on the way right now.
63 available. Holy shit!
I didn't tell you. Can you zoom in to the bolster?
Oh yeah.
That one. Oh yeah. I told you we were designing. That's what's gonna be. That's what the titanium's gonna be. The same lines. So instead of the holes,
that is a damn good looking knife, dude. Oh boy,
I know it's so good.
Damn,
I can't wait to try it. Now the one thing I'm worried about is I don't know how he did. He could only bring the jimping up to the very top, and but still though, I know so far they haven't let me down on front flippers. So we're gonna.
I have so freaking many front flippers, dude. I love them. I love a good front flipper. There's like 12 sitting in front of me right now. It's a problem.
Flipping one right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they're not my favorite, but when you have a company like them doing it, you love it because there's front flippers that you flip like 10 times and your thumb gets sore. That's the kind you could flip all day long, and you still just keep flipping because it doesn't bother you.
Yeah, I'm still so impressed by the towel, man. And is that what you're flipping? The Kunwu?
Yeah.
Great knife. Yeah, this is freaking gorgeous.
Yeah,
that's
that one on the way. Should be here in a couple weeks.
I like that.
You all bought one too.
Yeah, I mean, if I had $400, I'd probably buy that, and I would buy that right now.
Yeah, he asked.
Oh, wow, there's hot sale items. I mean, the price point's amazing for the materials.
Good. He did have them a little bit higher at one point, and I talked him into to bringing them down a little bit. So now they're at a point where I kind of said was a little bit better.
Yeah, if you can stay under $200, all of a sudden a $200 knife feels like a great deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I told him. I said you want to stay if you can around $200. You know, if you do go over 200, don't make it far. Try to stay under 200. And I know at times, you know, it's very difficult, you know, but
it is. I mean, like I said, my dad says I couldn't make it for less than $3,000. And, you know, here we are pinching pennies. Yeah. Great stuff. Holy crap.
It is crazy though. Like that, like in America, we can't make it happen.
We can't. Oh yeah. The micro milling on that.
Yep.
It's like a giant tactile turn.
Yep. Exactly.
Nice fuller. That's a great looking knife.
Those out of the next batch. The next batch won't have the fullers. They're useless anyway, so.
Yeah, I was about to say they seem unnecessary. Yeah.
If
damn,
you like
dude.
it, get it now because they got them right now. But there's only so many left. So if you like it without the inlays, because the other carbon fiber ones, you know, just whether you like the carbon fiber or not, it's a solid knife. I mean, that's a little guy. It's not a big knife. I got one right here.
Well, 3 1/4. It's a decent size blade.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not a big knife. It's a right here. Good quality.
Yeah,
knife.
dude. Even Lindy's saying it's a good looking knife. I mean,
yeah. It is a really good looking knife. It feels good in the hand. I did have a few complaints on it, but it's still, dude, it's a really good knife. It is a good solid knife. You know, the couple complaints I did have, he fixed most of them. Mine's got the micro milling too. It's just I have the carbon fiber inlays also. Solid knife. I like it a lot. But there are a couple little details that I did not like about it, but like the clip kind of moves, it does move a little bit.
Yeah, it's the single screw. I was about to ask, is the clip an issue? Yeah.
That does move a little bit. My biggest thing was where the stop pin lands. It lands right underneath the edge. It still lands in a good part of the steel on the blade, but I just don't like when stop pins land right there.
Uh-oh, Lindy. Lindy, you better hurry. They only got 4 left, and I might end up buying one. If you want one.
I need to send her mine.
Man. Yeah. This, I wish the black on black wasn't sold out, because that's the one I want.
That's the one I had.
Yeah.
That's the one I gave to Ray. Oh, that black Valona right there?
Yeah.
I just sent that to Mike EMLER. He literally called me. After he unboxed it and said,
he loves calling. He calls me all the time.
what the fuck did he send me, man? He's like, this thing's amazing. He's like, don't tell me the price. Don't tell me the price. He's like, because I want to be surprised. I said, oh, you're going to be surprised. It's
yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to come out because those are almost 4-inch blades. He's got a
it's a big boy
version. Yeah, it's a big boy. But he's got a 3
blade length 4.22. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a big knife. But like I said, he's got the 3.5-inch version coming.
Should I just call up Migaron with my design? Damn, dude.
Maybe.
They do it literally says we do in-house OEM work.
Yep. And the one thing that I think is really cool is he is so easy to communicate with. Like it's like the type of person you would never have to worry about not communicating. The one problem, I will say this, there is one problem. The language barrier.
Well, I got Google Translate, baby.
Well, so does he, obviously, because he understands mostly what I say, but sometimes I'll say a word and he's like
doesn't translate.
Yeah, but we get through. I just send him a picture.
Yeah. Picture speaks volumes, right? It's picture 1,000 words.
I get it.
Well, I think that price thing, that's why I've been so impressed with this.
I know, yeah.
For the price. Like I got it on sale for $120. Like M390.
Yeah.
And like if you didn't have this in your hand, you would not know that is not micarta. You wouldn't know. It's
such a good knife.
It's G10.
I really like mine's micarta and copper. I love because I like some things, not everything, but I like some things that nice vintage look. And that's what I look at when I see mine. It has that nice old vintage look. Like that one, right. I like it has the nice tuxedo look, kind of.
Yeah, but it's still like old school classy. You know what I mean?
You know what? Kind of like the old school black and white hot rods, like the T-buckets and shit.
Yeah.
I see
and
that.
It performs. I mean, there's a bit of detent lash, just a tiny bit.
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, mine doesn't have that.
But it doesn't bother me. Like it's,
it doesn't bother you. It started bothering
M390, G10, micarta. You know,
it started bothering me for a second.
I mean, it's still great. It doesn't affect the knife. It's not detrimental to the knife.
How smooth is yours?
It's annoying, but whatever. White walls, yeah, patina. White wall tires, baby.
How smooth is yours?
Oh, stupid. It's great.
It's like butter.
Yeah. It's great. It is absolutely amazing. All right, well, it's coming up on 11:30 my time.
Yep. Whenever you're ready, bud.
We've been going for 3.5 hours.
We don't fuck around.
We don't, dude. I can't do a short live stream. I don't know how people like Ray does the hour-long live streams. I can't do it.
Yeah, that feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it really does. Like me and you were just warming up at the hour.
Warming up.
You know
right. I was on Ray's last night, and when he was ready to quit, I'm thinking like, I just got fucking pumped up.
I'm warm, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just started getting into shit.
Well, let's review. Go check all the channels linked in the description of this video. Make sure that your subscription stuck. If it's a bright red button that says subscribe, you need to click it. and you need to watch one video. Hell, watch 5 minutes of a video.
You'd hate to miss your
And-
chance to win a $1,500
I mean,
knife, a
seriously.
$1,000 knife, and basically an $800 knife. I mean,
I
who
would
wanna
be-
miss a chance to win a $1,500 knife.
It's nonsense. I would be checking my subs on those channels every day.
Right,
Every day.
for sure.
So,
Reading
do that.
comments and communicating with them. Remember, for the
And I've had a
people-
lot of new, very active viewers, and thank you all. I've had like 2 or 3 of them join the channel today, which is awesome.
Yep,
Thank you
that's
guys so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you. And to the
but the
people
point-
who do think it's too much, good, because
Yeah.
you're just making it way better, way easier for the people that are going to do it.
Yeah, that's what, dude. I can't. I am so over the freaking moon, like excited to find
Mhm.
out who wins,
Me
and I
too.
want like a live stream of their face when they win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to
Right.
to see their faces when they win it. Oh God, I need to see it. But that's our review. Go check your subscriptions on those channels. Migron Knives is really cool. Chinese knives are great. A lot of baller ass knives coming out in 2022. The knife modders, call them if you need mod work done.
Doing some frag
And-
pattern on a Monterey Bay knife Sea Otter scale right now. They do the best knife mod work in the game. So you should just be sub to them. And one reason why I think it's great that they're sub to it, because I know that they don't do a lot of YouTube videos, but what it does is it gets people the opportunity to get work done on their knives, have full contact with people, professionals that can do amazing work, and it gets them more business.
Yeah.
And
It's good for
they're-
everybody.
It's good for
And
everybody.
the end product's ridiculous. Also, Pocket Knife Reviews, go check him out. He's just starting. He's young. Give him a chance. Well, he's
Still a
not
baby.
young. He's an old
Still a
fart.
baby, but
He's an old fart, but his channel is young.
he'll age fast. He'll age fast.
Not your average EDC link is bad. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I will double check these links real quick. How did I do this? It got cut off. Anyway, any old way. I'll make sure the links are updated. Just double check them tonight. Double check them in the morning. You guys are amazing. Jared, you are amazing. If you need to learn anything about sharpening, Jared is your man. I've learned everything I know from the man. It's a lot, believe it or not. He's a great resource for all of us knife nerds here on YouTube. So don't squander his knowledge. He's sharpened a few knives in his day. Take advantage of it. And while you're at it, maybe you'll win a $1,000 knife. Who knows?
Maybe. And hey,
Maybe.
if you're one of my Patreons, you have another fat ass giveaway coming too.
Fat with
A
PH.
custom and 2 other knives. And a custom Knife Factory knife. Plus an actual USA made custom.
Jesus Christ, man. Just Tyler, you're making me
fucking
look
around.
bad, Jared.
We're not fucking around.
I'm not fucking around. All right, we love y'all. Jared, thanks again, man. I
Thanks
really
for having me,
appreciate
man.
it.
Peace
You
out.
all have a lovely Tuesday and a lovely rest of your week. We'll see y'all very soon. Bye-bye now.